back in the day, you had a manual with every game.
If they didn't have those back in the day, like what would I read while taking a shampoo bottle again?
Dude, that was fun. On your way home from when you got God of War 2, you had that fucking case open.
You're goddamn
and
right.
You were fucking reading through the manual on
You're
the way
goddamn
home.
right.
That was awesome. I feel like Final Fantasy is very polarizing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Final Fantasy 8 is literally the best Final Fantasy. No, that game is shit. That's the worst Final Fantasy.
And on Final Fantasy 7, how can you own this game that built the fucking industry?
It laid the groundwork.
Seriously,
it walked
dude.
so your games could run.
25 years ago, you would have had to have played it in its heyday. You can't compare that to God of War Ragnarok. Like, can you imagine?
If that's the way you looked at it, then they would all suck. The majority definitely regard Final Fantasy 7 as like the greatest Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 10, I only have just praise for it. I gotta say, whoever's designing just Final Fantasy characters in general, like
the Square Enix team does so good with designing.
Yeah, have you played Forspoken?
Listen, I said designing. The game looks great. Welcome back to the Hardcore Podcast, episode number 15.
15.
Believe it or not. Can you believe that? It's already 15.
15, yeah. It's been 15 weeks.
15 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I don't think we've missed a week.
Not a single week.
Yeah. 15.
Good trend.
I don't know. I just feel like that's I don't know. It's not like a 10 or 20 or 30, but I don't know. Halfway to 30.
Feels
I
good.
feel like 15's a big one.
It's a good milestone.
Yeah, it's a good milestone.
But yeah, welcome to the podcast. I am your host, Robert Melton.
And I am your host, Christopher Norwood. I never know what to say there. Host, co-host.
You're a subpar host, yes.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Silver, baby. Second place.
No. We're equals here. Equality, baby.
I mean, I think I was made to be second place, silver. I was born 222.
I mean, silver's
on a Tuesday.
Silver looks better than gold, IMO.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I like gold.
Well, I like gold.
Yeah.
But I love silver.
Yeah, silver's cool too. Yeah.
I just feel like it matches more things.
It goes with more. Yeah. Silver's kind of like the gray, and gray goes with everything.
Yeah, you're right. Very similar. But we have an interesting show for you.
Yeah, we were talking about the PlayStation 2 and some of our favorite games we may have missed, just the PlayStation 2 in general, which I'm very excited for.
The most popular console of all time.
Yeah, this is the greatest selling console of all time, which is surprising. Like, still to this day, the PS2 is at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, wild.
PS2 is at the top. I feel like that eventually the Switch will get it, but yeah, PS2 is still number one. And that was like such a long-lived console.
Like
that came out
damn near 15 years.
I think it was like 2001. No, 2000. Yeah, it was 2000, and they were like releasing games. I want to say games were still coming out in 2012.
I looked it up before the show.
It was like 2011 or 2012.
The last game
2013.
that came out, I think, was in 2014.
2014? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like some random ass soccer game.
Oh my gosh, I don't think a console has released games for that long.
No, that's 14 PS2. Years of fucking releasing. That's nuts.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like for that time, like the PS2 to come out so early and to last that long, like it was a powerhouse.
Yeah. Well, let's not dive too deep in this early of the show.
Yeah.
We got some fucking news for you, baby.
News, baby.
So you want to start with the news or what? What do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make this quick. And I didn't do like the deepest dive, but this is something that is surprisingly pretty interesting to me. So, James Gunn, he's kind of now like the guy leading a lot of the DC projects.
Mm-hmm.
And just like how Marvel has phases, DC now has chapters. So he went over chapter 1, being called Gods and Monsters, and he was going over like a lot of the shows and movies that are going to be coming out over the next few years in that chapter. So there was like 10 that were revealed. I didn't go over all 10, but just the ones that were kind of exciting to me, which is most of them. So, new Batman movie. It's called The Brave and the Bold. It's going to be starring Bruce Wayne and his son, Damian Wayne, who is a son he didn't know about and was raised by assassins. And apparently he's like a son of a bitch. Like he's raised by assassins, so he kills people. So it's like an interesting dynamic.
His mom was a bitch?
I guess so. Just like a real son of a bitch. But like interesting dynamic, Bruce Wayne who swore off killing and like his son who is a killer, an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be interesting.
This gives me like Teen Titans Robin vibes.
Really? I feel like Robin was like kind of held more like Batman values.
I mean,
and morals.
Maybe, but I feel like he was more of an assassin than
Really?
like any
Teen
other
Titans?
Robin.
Like the OG Teen Titans like cartoon?
Yeah.
I didn't get assassin vibes.
Really?
Nah.
Hmm.
Nah. But hey, that's just my opinion. I just don't get that vibe.
Okay.
But
well,
no, that's fair.
never mind.
That's fair. You're wrong, but that's fair. No, so new Batman, new Robert Pattinson Batman movie was announced. That's just going to be called The Batman Part 2. I don't think they went into like what this one's going to be about. I mean, since the first one kind of ended with like us seeing a little bit of the Joker.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll go into the Joker. But that's to be released October 3rd, 2025. 2025 is going to be a big year for DC, by the way.
Damn, that's 4 years after the original. No, 3. That one came out last year, right? 2022?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think it was like in October of...
Okay, that's not too unrealistic then.
Yeah. No, I mean, I enjoyed it. Take your time. Make sure it's good. But I like that movie. I think the majority liked that movie. Was okay with the casting. Creature Commandos. This is going to be an animated show. The gist of it, I guess in the comics, was characters kicking Nazi ass. So I guess it's going to be a modern take on that. I don't know if we're going to have modern day Nazis or if it's just going to be modern day bad guys who are like kind of equivalent.
It's going to be the Proud Boys.
Gavin McInnes. They're coming after you. But what was cool about this was, so they haven't cast it yet because they're trying to find actors and actresses to do the voices for the animated show, but also be actors and actresses who could play these characters in real life shows and movies if they are to like come up, within like movies and shows. Because I don't think they're going to have their actual own like movies and shows as of right now. But I thought that was neat.
No, that's really cool.
Like I can remember as a kid watching, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, who is the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But then like seeing like Spider-Man cartoons and like thinking like, why isn't this doesn't sound like Tobey Maguire. That was always weird to me. So it's kind of cool that they are not, they're going to do it a little differently.
Wait, Kratos is black?
Yes. Both times.
Yeah, literally. That's so true.
Superman Legacy. All we know on this is it's just not an origin story. So I guess they're just going to, because we, for the most part, like that's been told many times, like the origin of Superman. That's going to be released July 11th, 2025. Probably the one I'm most excited for is a show called Lanterns. And with that being said, it's going to cover like the Green Lanterns.
Now, is this animated or?
No, this is a show, like real life show.
Okay.
Hell, I say it's going to cover the Green Lanterns. I don't know if it's just going to be specifically the Green Lanterns because there's like multiple lanterns.
Yeah, from what I remember about like the Green Lantern universe shit, that's some really cool shit.
Yeah.
Like just those rings and what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is so cool.
So they said it's like a True Detective inspired show well, series. I don't know if you've seen True Detective, but it was kind of like dark and gritty. Just a really cool show. But it's going to be like True Detective inspired, starring Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart as space cops with power rings. Apparently, this is a very important show that sets up the foundation for like the main story, I guess, of Chapter 1. Paradise Lost, which is a Game of Thrones-esque, and that's what James Gunn had said. It's a Game of Thrones-esque drama taking place on the all-female island of Themyscira. So that's where Wonder Woman's from, and it's taking place before the Wonder Woman movies. So that sounded kind of cool too.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. So this is based on a miniseries written by Tom King. And apparently this is a Supergirl that, that we wouldn't expect. You know, we've seen like cartoons and movies, and she just kind of holds the same morals and values as Clark Kent. But where Clark Kent was raised in a loving home on Earth, Supergirl was apparently raised on Krypton, and she was seeing everyone she ever loved brutally killed for the first 14 years of her life. So,
that's epic.
Very different take. Apparently, it's going to be very hard to cord, and badass.
I want to see them make some fucking rated R shit.
Yeah. No, I think we're getting that. I think we're getting that. I don't know if with Supergirl specifically, like it sounds like it, but I think we're getting a lot of that. And with that being said, Swamp Thing. All I know about this is it's going to be like a horror movie. So I guess, like I had seen like different covers for Swamp Thing, but I didn't know that was in like the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being a horror movie, I'm hoping that will be rated R.
Because you were
I don't
telling
know
me
anything about Swamp Thing.
You were telling me a little bit about that yesterday, and I'm very interested how they're going to go about that.
I have no clue.
In a horror aspect?
Yeah, so there's like a bunch of like different maybe genres of shows and movies coming up. But yeah, no, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Like, I don't know if it's worth looking into, but I don't know if like Swamp Thing is like a villain or if he's like
I don't know anything about Swamp Thing.
You know, like anti-hero, vigilante. I'm not sure. But as far as like Chapter 1 of like the new like DC universe, that's all I got. There was again a few more things announced and revealed, but those were like the exciting ones to me.
No, it's definitely exciting. I'm pretty stoked to see what this actually does for DC, because I want DC to be like,
bring it up to par with like Marvel. You know,
Marvel's kind of falling off.
Give us like the Nolan trilogy tier type of movies and shows
seriously.
And stuff. Yeah,
just fucking push it, man.
Push it, dude. James, my guy.
Have another damn Black Adam.
Yeah, that was...
Did you watch that?
I did watch that. And I'm just not the biggest comic book guy, so I'm not like a purist when it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was decent. You know,
it was okay.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was like Morbius vibes.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Just like a very cliche movie, you know, superhero movie.
Yeah.
Nothing special about it, really.
I like... I feel like he would be like a guilty pleasure actor for me, but I love seeing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in movies and stuff. Yeah,
he fucking sucks.
No, I love seeing him.
The Rock is he's trash.
Like again, another very guilty pleasure.
No, don't even say it, bro.
Franchise.
Fast 10 is coming. I'm so upset.
Well, I was gonna Fast 10 is coming, but I was just gonna say I loved seeing him in those movies.
Family.
Like you see Vin Diesel fighting like The Rock in a few scenes, and gosh, that was just so awesome. It's a man movie.
I'm no man.
Little boy. Little boy.
No, I don't hate The Rock. He's cool.
Do you have any news for us?
I do.
What we got?
So, Netflix rumors about the password sharing going away are indeed true, which is very unfortunate. I actually canceled my Netflix subscription that I've had since like 2009, I think. 2010, somewhere around there.
Are you boycotting?
I canceled that like a couple weeks ago. No, I just never use Netflix.
You don't
It's
use
very
Netflix?
rare, yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you have Hulu?
I have Hulu because of Spotify.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's right. You have it with the ads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
But I don't watch that much TV unless I'm like hanging out with my girlfriend. So
Yeah, I was just going to say if I'm to give up one, it's going to be Hulu. I really enjoy Netflix.
yeah, that's fair.
But
I mean, Hulu always has shit that comes out like on television, like the next day or whatever. I don't know, however they do it, but
so if they have to verify their device and enter their passwords via
Yeah.
their home internet, so that's just going to leave it to one account.
yeah. So one account and users have to verify the device and enter their passwords every 31 days through a verified internet source.
Because I do use my parents.
Yeah.
So if
Looks
they're
like you're
logged
getting your own,
in-
buddy.
But even if I know like the login information and stuff, like it's still gonna not let me because it's gonna look at theirs as like the home device. Like this is the main
probably
device.
and it might let you like sign in or whatever, but then it might transfer it and it might not be able to transfer back for like 31 days or something like that. There's going to be some kind of safeguard there.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, these are just kind of like some of the details they released for it. And I'm not even sure when they're going to start this.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, I don't
that
know.
stinks up.
But yeah,
Um,
and it's funny because like a couple years ago, they were like, sharing love is sharing your Netflix password. They posted that on their social media.
they said that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Then they're just gonna fucking strip it away from us. Fucking money hungry
Weird.
fuckers. And it's like fucking $15 a month now, which is so stupid.
I know. I feel like just that alone, you're making more money. Just make it $15, but let us share.
Yeah.
It's not like with you making it $15, we're gonna share even more.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like they're not making money at all. That's what they're making it seem like.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe if they stopped making shitty movies, they'd be cool.
Has a recent movie come out that you like weren't impressed with?
No. Have you seen Glass Onion yet?
Yes.
I thought that was pretty good.
Have you seen the first one?
There's-
Knives Out.
There's a first one?
Yeah, Glass Onion is like the sequel to Knives Out.
Oh no, I haven't.
Dude, it's phenomenal. Honestly, I
Better
I
than-
like the first one
Okay.
better.
I mean, I don't think Glass Onion was anything spectacular. I thought it was interesting, but I mean, you
Yeah.
could kind of predict.
I thought it was good. I
Stuff.
really enjoyed it, but check out the first one. I was going to say I think it's on Netflix, but
Well, Ashley, has
I'm sure you
Netflix for the
can-
time being.
I think you can. I think there are ways that you can find it. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink.
Oh, you mean pirate it?
I didn't say it. You said it. But yeah, no. Check out Knives Out.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Check it out.
At some point.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's on my backlog, my movie backlog, my
Mhm.
entertainment backlog.
Mm-hmm. It's growing by the day.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the Netflix shit. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is delayed to April 28th. Which isn't
Oh.
too far off because the original date was March 17th. So
Hmm.
that's not too bad.
Nah. it's okay.
As long as they could like flesh it out and make it,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm never
Playable.
against delays.
Yeah.
I'm never against delays. I'm against when they don't delay and the game's not finished. Forspoken.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Hogwarts
what I'm
Legacy
against.
gets delayed like tomorrow. Are you upset?
I'm a little bummed, but I'm not upset because it gives me more time to beat God of War Ragnarok.
Okay. Imagine Hogwarts Legacy. They push it to come out tomorrow. Are you upset?
Nah. I would just. It sucks, but I would just have to have it on the back burner for a little bit. Yeah.
Fair. But yeah.
If you're telling me, hey, it's not coming out February 10th, 2023. It's coming out February 10th, 2024. Then I'm really bummed. Yeah, I'm really bummed about that.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I would go to what's that chick's name? J.K. Rowling's Twitter, and I would flame the fuck out of her for no reason at all because she has no involvement in the game, probably.
I was going to say that,
Just because
that would be very pointless because I don't think she has very much involvement.
Right. I would just hop on the hate train, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a hate train I will never hop on.
J.K. Rowling?
Yeah.
Why?
What you got? What's next? What's next?
Okay, so PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo will not be at E3 this year. Now, this is kind of shocking. If you don't have literally the three people that make, video games, the suppliers, or not really suppliers, but the main systems,
Mm-hmm.
then what's the point?
Yeah, because this is like, I'm pretty sure this is like first party PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo games we won't be getting. Well, they won't be revealing. Because a lot of games, like we were joking around, like, is this just going to be like an indie game and like PC, game show?
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure they will be revealing, if they are having E3, I'm guessing they are having E3 this year. They just won't be a part of it. Right?
I assume so, yeah.
So if they are having E3, like, I'm sure games will be announced and revealed that will be coming out on these consoles. It's just like PlayStation won't be showing off first party games. We're not going to see like a new God of War.
Course.
Obviously, we're not going to see a new God of War, but we're not going to hear news on like Uncharted or like A Last of Us. We're not going to hear anything on Fable. A new Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. Which is all the exciting
that's all
shit.
it is. Yeah. Which I mean stinks, but they're going to have their own like game conferences at some point this year.
Of course,
it's just not going to be a part of E3.
Yeah, I think
which stinks. That's how kind of last year was. Like we didn't even have an E3
last couple years.
Last couple years, yeah. Like, we didn't have it, which stinks. But, I don't know. Like, I was about to say, that stinks again. But, like, it's okay. We'll still get news. We'll still get the news.
It's not going to change anything.
It really sucks for the people that go to E3 every year.
Exactly. Because, I mean, I would love to go to E3. I mean, it's a huge fucking gaming convention.
At some point, I would really like to go to that and, like, one of the big, like, Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
What's the big one? Is it like San Diego?
San Diego Comic-Con, yeah.
Like that would be really cool.
That one you got to buy like way in advance.
Oh my gosh, you probably have to like book your hotels a year in advance.
Yeah.
Unless
you want to walk 15 blocks or something.
I don't. I don't.
So we got one more thing.
All right, so you may hit this one?
Yeah.
So it's a pretty small one, but I happened to see that Resident Evil 4... The Resident Evil 4 remake is removing QuickTime events, but adding side quests. So it was a post I seen from IGN, and it was weird because like that's pretty much exactly how they had it, and like I don't really see how those things compare to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting rid of QuickTime events, but we're adding side quests. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, I like QuickTime events in games, but, like, it's not a big deal to get rid of them for me. But adding side quests in a game like Resident Evil, like, that's cool.
Yeah. Just imagine God of War Ragnarok without QuickTime events.
I actually wish there were more.
Me too. I love them.
For the most part, it's just, like, jam square, Like, I want because that's what the OG God of War games were like,
I love that shit.
Like, at the end of a boss fight, you would fucking lose if you didn't do the QuickTime event. And it's like up to like 10 buttons you'd have to hit in a row. So I really enjoyed that.
I just love it for, the cinematography and involvement,
Dude, remember when I got you to play Azura's Wrath?
Dude, I loved it.
That whole game was just QuickTime
I know,
events,
it's fucking sick.
And it was awesome. It was just like a story. You're just like watching an anime in a video game.
Damn, I love that.
Yeah, no. It stinks, but I would rather have if it's like, hey, do you want QuickTime events or do you want side quests?
Yeah.
I'd probably choose side quests.
Yeah, agreed. So I assume it's all going to be new shit, right? So if they're adding this,
I would think so.
It's got to be.
Or maybe in the original game, these things are mentioned and, there wasn't really much depth to them. Maybe
it'd be like a journal you've opened or something.
Yeah,
but you just played through that maybe? Or I have no idea.
Literally no telling.
I don't play Resident Evil, so I don't fucking know.
I don't either, but like I didn't play Resident Evil 4. I probably went to like a few friends' house and like maybe picked up a level or two.
Yeah.
But this game is like held to such like high regard as like being one of the greats, especially, well, definitely like the best Resident Evil game. But with there being a remake and it's more like fleshed out, better graphics, I'd love to go through it.
Yeah. Agreed. I do want to kind of get into Resident Evil, but
Yeah. Like,
We'll see.
I bought Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Oh, you
That
did?
game, like, was praised. Like, it
Yeah.
had really good, solid reviews. And I liked it. Like, it was fun. But, like, throughout the entire game, this guy is, like, I forgot what he's called, but it's
Leon?
like this giant guy is chasing you. Like, throughout the entire game.
I
and
know who you're talking about.
That just makes me anxious as hell.
I know, that's why I can't dude, horror games just fuck me up.
Well, it's rare when like a horror game has like that as like the main, I want to say attraction, but like scare attraction, like the scare tactic is like something's fucking chasing you throughout the whole game. It's usually just like pop-ups and like loud noises.
Right. I think
But this is like Resident Evil 2 was like genuinely terrifying because this big thing is just fucking.
It's crazy to me. My mom finished that fucking game.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like hard, but it's just like, oh god, he's right behind me.
But that's like one of the few video games that my mom actually played.
Yeah. It's weird because like my dad, there was a few random games that he played with me and beat. Like, we went through, like, this is a guy that growing up, we had the Nintendo 64. You know, obviously we'd play Mario games and stuff like Mario 64. And for whatever reason, he really got into Devil May Cry.
Oh,
It's
really?
just so random.
That is random
like,
as
we
fuck.
played through Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 4. There was another one. But, like, that was just a game he enjoyed. He enjoyed Borderlands.
Oh,
We
okay.
played through all of the Borderlands. That was just a really random game that he enjoyed.
That's cool, though.
But, yeah, no,
Really
as far
cool.
as gaming news, like entertainment news, that's all we got.
All right. So, let's get into some videos.
Videos. Video of the week. Reactions.
All right. So, you want to go first? Or
Sure.
was it me last week? All right. Fuck it.
I don't think there's any order. You can just start.
I'm gonna record it. Okay.
Hey, here he is. The little gimp.
Michaela's gone to queef in the bathroom, so I thought we'd have a bit of bro time. Give me fingers. You finger my sister?
Oh,
You're good,
God.
bro. You're good.
Have you ever seen a dead body?
That'll be your fucking neck. Last guy she dated, kept her up all night, bro.
Yeah, and they did bum stuff.
Yeah,
so
she
that's what she deserves.
Yeah, she's a queen.
Sometimes she sounds like Mia Khalifa.
I'm the fourth brother.
What the fuck?
Just killed someone.
All jokes aside, bro, our girlfriends look like her too.
Yeah, they're all fucking fit.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yours is fit.
Yours is fucking.
Yours is fucking
I prefer
fit.
our sister. Sam.
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 What the fuck, bro?
I love seeing videos of that guy all the way to the right. His shit's usually
I've
really
never
funny.
seen these.
Really? You never seen that guy?
What the fuck? Hold on a second. What? Dude. They're just talking about... That's some Australian shit right there, bro.
Australian shit?
Hell yeah.
Is it?
Dude, wasn't that whole continent like fucking prisoners at one point?
Don't come at me with some history fucking questions. I definitely don't know.
Well,
Forward that question to Ken.
seriously, yeah, he would know. Yeah, don't put that on the record that I said that.
What?
'Cause I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like I heard that before.
Nah, dude, if you're wrong, I'm flaming your ass.
Okay. All right, let's see. Next video. Sus.
It's just so random.
It is. What the fuck?
What the hell?
That was it. It's just so random. I like the animation.
Why the fuck did he drag a table over there, like
I have
mash
no
it
clue.
together and
I
just
have no
reload a fucking gun?
I don't know.
God, that is so random. That's hilarious though. Okay, this fucking looks sus as hell. Just in the thumbnail.
I can't even remember.
Last year, we created the Betaverse. And since
Oh
then,
no.
we've perfected it. So this year, I'm happy to announce the Master Betaverse, where everyone comes together. And I just got one question. Are you coming?
Dude,
Where we all come together. I love seeing that guy in videos too. He's hilarious.
I signed up for the alpha.
Did you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Did you get into alpha?
Alpha. I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm sorry.
The alpha of beta, Master Betaverse.
Oh, nah.
Well, you might be able to get into the beta Master Betaverse.
A beta sip.
Sorry, had to do it to you.
4. Gosh, every time.
One's like,
Trying to one up me.
I just wanted to add this one because I thought it was kind of funny.
No, I'm not mad at it.
All right. So, point of view, you try to order something from Starbucks in Hoenn. You know what Hoenn is?
The region. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just kidding. Oh.
Hi, what would you like to order?
Can I get an ice caramel?
What?
An
What?
ice caramel. An ice.
Do you know whose cry that was?
Was it Kyogre?
Yeah.
Well, I seen the water, so I was like, I guess it would have to be.
Yeah. That shit was so funny. All right. Okay. This one's interesting. Dude,
Damn,
she
sister.
is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt me.
What pissed me off the most? She's barefoot doing this. She was like, I should film this and just see what happens.
Yeah, but I mean, first off, like, I don't even think we see the full size of this thing.
Yeah.
But look how much that's gonna just like sit on there.
Right.
So you should have known this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work.
And she struggled.
I mean, look at the wheels on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know how she got it into this position.
That thing's probably only able to hold like 30 pounds worth of stuff.
This is like
It's
a
probably more, but
big ass
still.
trunk on a dolly.
Yeah.
And she's trying to pick it up and she gets smacked on the fucking head. I gotta
Oh my
watch that
gosh,
again.
yeah, listen for the smack.
But watch
You'll
how
hear.
close her feet almost get destroyed.
Gosh. I can't imagine just like listening, like not even be able to see this. Like you can just hear that and just know, like, damn, that hurt.
Oh man.
Damn, she died for a good 10 seconds.
Yeah. Dude, she has
She's
to have
like,
a concussion.
That hurt.
Dude.
She's laughing. Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was brutal.
That was
All right.
brutal.
Good day. In the water. Manny, show me what you got.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
See how close that was?
I mean, it still hit him, right?
Yeah, so it's a little kid outside of a boat,
He's
and
fine,
he
but
grabs a
he's-
fish and he throws it up. And as soon as he does, a shark comes up and fucking hits him.
Manny, show me
Trying
what
to
you
grab
got.
the
Almost
fish.
got his fucking face. Oh, that still hurt though. That still
Yeah,
hurt.
I don't think it bit, but it definitely hit him.
I mean, even if
hard
it
as
didn't
fuck.
bite, like the teeth, that
Yeah.
momentum, like that got him a little bit.
Fucking Australia is insane.
Damn.
All right, you may have seen this one before, but I'm not positive. But it's
What are you
hilarious.
doing?
I'm just relaxing for now.
You got a boner, don't you?
No, what the fuck, dude? Fuck off.
Like, I can tell, bro, that you're doing the knee stance. You're trying to stretch out so the blood doesn't go there. You're not slick.
Do you want to see it?
Huh?
Do you want to fucking see it?
Why would I want to fucking see it? I'm telling you to put it away, man. This anime, not porn con.
Says you.
Now get out of here, Deku, before you start crying. Whoa. Is that the fucking middle finger?
Yeah.
Just make sure you keep that boner away. We're gonna have a problem.
Hey, listen, you can think what you want to think, and if it helps you get to sleep it better, good on you.
Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, I have a boner too.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh my god.
The double tick kills me.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a little judgy here. This is that's why I'm like almost ashamed when it comes up in conversation and I'm like, yeah, I like anime. Because people like that. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little judgy. But like, that's so cringe.
Yeah.
The freaking like
There's,
triple take. Yeah, I can see it.
That's like a hilarious interaction, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some people that kind of ruin it for us.
Future neckbeard.
Facts. All right. Now.
All right, PlayStation 2.
Yep, now we get to talk about some PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited. Let's get into it.
PlayStation 2 was a console made by Sony in 2000.
I want to say it was released in America March 4th of 2000.
Okay.
But all right, so I here have a list of some of my favorite PlayStation 2 games. How should we do this?
You tell me, brother. You tell me.
All right, I'm just going to go over a game. Did you ever play all right, so the first one on my list, classic for me. Jak and Daxter.
No.
I feel like it's I was going to say I feel like it's come up in a previous episode that you never really played Jak and Daxter.
No.
Did it just not your type of game back then, or
I don't know.
is it something you
I
showed
definitely-
interest in playing? Like, do you want to play that at some point?
Now? Probably not.
No, no chance.
I mean,
What if there's like a Jak and Daxter like remake or something?
yeah, I would.
A game I would love to see get a remake.
I would maybe play it, but
Yeah.
I don't. I just don't know. Maybe back in the day, I wanted to play it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I just never had the chance. At least not that I remember.
Yeah.
So that was a long time ago.
So I put down Jak and Daxter and then Jak 2. Jak 2 was like a big game for me. I loved Jak 2. So whereas Jak and Daxter was like definitely like your classic 3D platformer. Like the PS2 had a lot of those 3D platformers. Jak 2 was almost like, it was definitely darker, but it was almost had like Grand Theft Auto vibes to it, just
Oh,
because
really?
there's a lot more driving. You could like jack people's like rides and stuff.
Get it,
They were like-
Jack?
But dude, one cool thing about it was I think it was like Dark Ego. You get enough of it, you could go into like Dark Jak. And I remember the
Oh.
scene of when like the first time you turn into like Dark Jak. It's almost like
I've
your-
definitely seen that before.
your Spartan rage,
Yeah.
like your rage mode.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that
Um,
before.
But the first time, and again, this is like as a kid, you're watching this PS2. This is like as good as games looked back then,
Mm-hmm.
But like it was like a slow motion scene. He just looks super badass. His hair gets like darker. His skin gets like more gray, and there's like electricity everywhere, and these enemies are just being blown back, and you're just like, ah. And there's like a lot of cool like smash moves and just different like special attacks you can do as Jak.
Is
I don't
Daxter
know.
in that game?
He is. He
Oh,
is.
okay.
I would say he's a much bigger character in Jak and Daxter. But yes, no, he's in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can't say too much more on those games since you haven't really You have nothing to add to the conversation, but those were really good games.
I mean, I
love
don't
those
know
games.
anything about the games, to be fair.
Yeah.
Literally
Well,
nothing.
Yeah, that's just what I mean.
I know. I think he wears like goggles,
Yeah.
and he might have like slick back hair or something.
Yeah, like the first one, it's more like spiked up, and then the second game, it gets longer. It's still kind of spiked up, but more slicked back.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, those games were a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Here's a big one. Second game on my list. Dragon Ball Z. Budokai 1 and 2.
Okay.
So, I know you were a big Budokai 3 fan, and then you have like the Tenkaichi's. Hell, I think
Never got into
3
Tenkaichis too much.
Tenkaichi games came out on the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
But
Raging Blast was PS3.
yeah, that was the gen after.
But there's God, I
there
don't
was a
even
ton
know how
of
many Dragon Ball Z.
games.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Antonio could tell us.
Yeah.
But Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 and 2. Would you agree those are the bigger ones for you?
2 and 3 for me.
2 and 3.
I mean, I liked 1 a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, obviously, it got me
Yeah.
into the Budokai series, but
I think it was just like the hype around getting like our first like Dragon Ball Z game with like really good graphics. We're actually going over the story.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, Budokai 1 in comparison to Budokai 2 it's very like shallow. There wasn't much to it. I mean,
Mhm.
you literally only went up to like the Cell games.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember like playing like what was it? What was the like Game Boy Advance ones? I mean, there's Boo's Fury and Legacy of Goku.
Legacy of Goku 1 and 2. Yeah.
Like those were cool because you could kind of play some points in the games. But Budokai, you could literally play the story basically. I mean, not scene for scene, but all the
Just, like,
pivotal
the fight
plot
scenes.
points
Yeah.
were in those games.
all the fights. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I've told the story on the podcast before, but I remember being at my cousin's, and he had the GameCube, and he had Budokai 1 on there, and I literally played it until like the morning the next day, like as late as it could be, and I beat it. And
In one sitting.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I got to like Cell. I think I remember thinking like, okay, I'll stop here and then I can leave Boo for the rest. And it fucking
I'm
ended at
sorry.
Cell.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. That was heartbreaking as a
Mhm.
kid.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
seriously.
This is all I get.
Yeah.
But
Fucking cucked me.
again, yeah, the first one was a really good game. I mean, the like being able to play through like the martial arts tournaments, that was a
Mhm.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
I can't remember if the first one had the Cell games. I know the second one had the Cell games, which is something you would eventually unlock. It was like a harder version of the tournament mode.
Right.
But gosh, such a good, solid fighting game. And
Yeah.
I'm not even really big into fighting games, but that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Honestly, the most iconic cover of a PS2 game is Budokai 2.
Oh my gosh!
Like the metallic
Yes,
silver and
that
black
art
and
is beautiful.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
like
there
Go
with you.
Tanks on there and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so dope.
Yeah, if I had to like choose like the coolest PS2 like game cover, like I think I'd be there with you.
Yeah. No.
Budokai 2 is
Fuck, dude.
like, you know, when you like play through, you know, when you start a game, especially the Budokai games, there's like that intro in the beginning where
Yeah.
if you hit a button, it takes you to the start menu. But like if you don't hit anything, it takes you through like that intro.
Yep.
And like when you watch it, you're like, oh man, I can't wait to play this.
Yes.
Dude, I see the cover of Budokai 2 and I'm just like, boom, I want to play this. Just from seeing
Literally.
the cover, it's so badass.
And honestly, one of the best things a video game can have, probably pre PS4 era, or
Uh-huh.
like, you know, those systems, that generation,
Yeah.
is loading screens that are fucking, that you can play.
Like interactive.
Yeah.
Like interactive loading screens. Yep.
Like
And each Budokai had like a different one.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah. And it was just so fun to just pass the time because it took for fucking games forever to load
It was very smart.
at
yeah.
those times. So
'Cause especially as a kid, like you're not really thinking like, man, these loading times are terrible.
yeah, you can't check your phone
Yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah, you're just like,
Back
ooh,
then.
mini game.
Yeah.
I think one of them was like Master Roshi.
Yeah, on the
spinning.
turtles.
Yeah,
turtle
and you're just
show.
like, spin faster. It teaches you that mechanic that you use throughout the entire
yeah,
game.
you definitely got to exercise that muscle.
It warms you up.
Oh man,
That's funny.
God, and the combos in those games, dude,
Oh,
so satisfying.
So that's what took me out of like my immersion out of like the Tenkaichi games because you didn't have that. Like you had the moves you use. All right, so your special moves like in Budokai 1 and 2, you do the right combo, it put you into a scene where you're doing the move.
Yeah.
In Tenkaichi, it's just like kind of a 3D
Oh, it just shows you doing the move.
Where you're just doing the move, but this guy can like kind of, dodge it. And I'm sure some people liked it. It made it more realistic to like, like the show, but I loved seeing those scenes, like that was cool when you unlocked a new move or a new character who had moves you haven't seen and you're like, oh man, let me land this move, let me land this combo.
Yeah.
And it's something super badass. Like I remember my favorite one was Trunks Burning Slash.
Oh fuck.
Do you remember that? Dude, well he's like, because there's Burning Attack where he's like,
that's Burning Attack, yeah.
Burning Attack. But there's Burning Slash where he brings his sword into the combo. And he's like, do, brings his sword out, chop, 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 chop. And he happens to do like this.
Mm-hmm.
It was so awesome. I know that didn't sound cool at all. But in the game, or look cool. He's doing this. But dude, when you're playing that game, gosh, that combo is so badass.
Trunks probably has like the best skill set, like
attacks and stuff, like moveset.
It's just so pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, I feel like Vegeta's may challenge though, dude. Final Flash.
I mean,
Big Bang Attack.
I mean, they're cool. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, just like the whole conglomerate of like Trunks is like, it's got a fucking sick name. The way he does it is fucking dope. And
like
it's so aggressive.
Jutsu.
Yeah. And it's just like a crazy attack, And Trunks, he looks like a badass, dude.
Yeah.
He's so sick.
He's a really cool looking character. Like, I was never like a
We're talking about future Trunks here. Fucking.
I was never like a huge Trunks fan, but like
I never was either.
I can admit, like, he is badass. He looks cool as fuck. He's got a sword. His attacks are really cool.
Yeah. Kind of something that I know we're kind of getting into.
Yeah.
Budokai talk.
It's unfortunately not a Budokai episode. Yeah. We could talk all day about it.
But like Vegito, kind of disappointing. I didn't like his sword attacks like that much. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy sword attacks.
He looks lame. Yeah. I don't like his attire. Like it's lame.
Gogeta's way doper.
Like what are shame on me. What are the earrings
Potara?
called? Yeah. See the Potara fusions?
Yeah. I was always
about the fusion, huh? Like those fusions.
The fusions in the game.
Oh, dude. All right. Real quick. Can I just make this real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So Budokai 2, I love that it's like a game board bouncing around.
Yep.
I didn't like it at first. It grew on me. I like it. Martial arts tournament again from like Budokai 1, but even better. You still have the cell games. They added like a bunch more things. I remember there was like a Bobbity ship mode where you can lock more stuff and do battles. But the fusions are so good. I love that they added like non-canon fusions.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Like you have Tien and Yamcha fuse. You have Hercule and Goku fuse. And they're ridiculous, but like the attacks are so cool. That's another thing. Like Yamcha gets a lot of shit, but his attacks are cool.
Wolfang Fist.
Wolfang Fist is dope. Spirit Ball attack is dope.
I mean, that's kind of what originated the Spirit Bomb.
Tien's attacks are really cool too.
Yeah.
Like fucking Tri-Beam Cannon.
Yeah. Tri-Beam Cannon's sick.
Volleyball Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. And I remember when you fuse them, you have a move called Wolfang Volleyball Fist.
Oh, shit.
And dude, it was so sick. Again, we could talk about this game the entire episode.
Fuck, dude.
But we have to move on.
We got to get that game.
We have to move on, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that game for GameCube. Like, I know it's a PS2 episode, but like I played through it on PS2. I just want to see what it's like playing through it on GameCube.
That's fair.
Let's just kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
So I did 2 games.
So
yeah,
one of my biggest ones, one of my favorite ones, Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Did you ever beat this game?
I have to admit, never beat it, but I played a lot of it.
Okay.
Never beat it. I remember I went to my buddy's, buddy then, Josh's house, and we just like went back and forth with each Colossus. We never made it to the end, but I seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
I probably seen all of them just watching like videos and stuff, but me personally beating it, no.
This is such a good game.
Like, I need to play the remake. I really need to play the remake.
I have it.
Yeah, you have it, and I just heard it's a masterpiece.
Seriously.
Like, this game's a masterpiece, so, and I heard the remake's like, you know, the
Yeah.
same game, just like fucking better graphics, so.
Yeah, the cool thing about this game is there's no mobs. Not a single one.
Mm-hmm.
You can find these lizards that I want to say they increase like your HP or something like that.
Increase something.
They're like crystal
I
lizards
remember
or whatever.
them.
Maybe your
Yeah.
stamina bar
Maybe.
or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's like the only thing in the world aside from the Colossi.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just fucking, I don't even know how the story goes. There's not much of a story. It's kind of like vague,
Yeah.
really.
It allows you to kind of, because we're playing this as a kid, our
Yeah.
imaginations, we're almost like piecing it together, you
Mhm.
know?
It's
We
kind
all
of
have our own take on
very
the story.
Zelda vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just more like dark.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you literally find these colossus and you got to like climb up on them and like stab them in their weak spots and
Mhm.
just like vanquish them.
Dude, a lot of games have taken inspiration
yeah.
from this game.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
if there's any
fuck.
game nowadays where it's like some giant monster and you're able to climb it, get its weak points,
Yeah.
like just know it took inspiration from this game.
I want to say this is the game that kind of got me into like loving boss fights.
Yeah.
Because boss fights, like this game is
It's
only boss fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's so dope. And that's
Mhm.
why I love it so much.
in each like Colossus or Colossi,
Mm-hmm.
like they have their different style and way that you have to fight them. It's
Yeah.
not just like, oh, I'm just gonna run up to him and climb him, find his weak
Mhm.
points. No, there's ones in the water, there's ones flying.
Dude, it's
There's, like,
nuts.
I think there's like a horse one,
Mm-hmm.
where you have to almost like trick it and get on like the back of it or something.
Yeah.
But like you have to like strategize and like find out like, because it's not like the information's given to you.
No.
You know, you just have like to figure it out yourself.
Yeah. Like there's two mechanics in this game. It's like holding on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe three. There's holding on, fighting with your sword. And then there's using your sword to navigate because you use the light
Yeah.
of the sun to point in
That,
the direction of the Colossus.
And then just like riding. And
oh, yeah.
stuff.
And you can ride a horse.
Yeah, because some of them you have to ride your horse.
Such a simple game,
Mm-hmm.
but so masterfully crafted, dude. It's so good.
I want to say this game also, I could be wrong, but I want to say it came out pretty early in the life of the PS2.
I want to say 2004.
Yeah,
Somewhere
that's
around
pretty
there?
early. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
telling me like it came out in 2000 and it made it to 2014, like yeah, that's just four years in.
Yeah. And
it
got
still went on
remade,
for
like,
another
a few
10
years ago.
years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kind of nuts. I think
yeah.
I want to say me and my other buddy Chris,
Mm-hmm.
we beat that in a sitting,
Damn.
but it was like maybe like 8 to 10 hours or so.
Yeah,
But
this game
really
has
good.
quite the legacy.
Yeah.
This is a game I definitely need to like play through and beat. Yeah, I'm either gonna get the remake or just borrow it at some point, probably soon, because I know you can find the game pretty cheap.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to play that.
Such a simple game. Let's see. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Now I put this one on here as just Pro Skater because I don't know if you listen to the Adam Blank episode. He kind of talked about it a little bit, and they all kind of meshed together.
Yeah,
There
was a lot of Tony Hawk games that came out on the
Yeah,
PS2.
there was like Tony Hawk's Wasteland. There was fucking, I don't even know the other names.
So you have 3, 4, American Wasteland, Underground 1,
Yeah.
Underground 2, Project 8.
Project 8, that was the one I was looking for.
There was a ton.
Yeah, there was just so many. But obviously, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was like
Yeah.
kind of what shifted.
When you think, all right, because you put Tony Hawk on here, so what's your favorite Tony Hawk Pro Skater game?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
You-
I want to say 2.
2?
I think
that was
2.
PS1.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So that was your favorite, though?
I want to say.
For me, it was 3.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't remember exactly.
3 was big for me. That was another game that like my dad would sometimes hop on. But like that game was so awesome because obviously you had, I guess the story.
Wait, was 3 the one with Bam Margera?
The one with Bam Margera, I think it was one of the undergrounds. The last place where it's like I think it's Bam's house or something, and you like light up the fireworks for like the final finale. I want to say that was one of the undergrounds. But yeah, no, I don't remember. I don't remember Bam being in 3.
Okay.
Yeah, because 4 introduced where you could actually like talk to people and like kind of do missions and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was Underground that introduced where you could get off your board and like walk around, and it went more in depth with like being able to talk to people and like you can like ride vehicles and stuff. Underground like is awesome.
Yeah.
They introduced a lot more. I think Underground would probably be my favorite, but for nostalgia purposes, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
Yeah.
That was my fucking game.
Now describe that one a little bit, because this one might be the one I'm thinking.
All right,
of.
so that one, it may be. So it was just kind of like your classic Tony Hawk game. You would have to, you go through the levels and there's like high scores you have to hit. You have to unlock, like, find all the secret, VHS tapes.
Okay.
Do like, hey man, do a kickflip over this one gap. The bum. The bum's like, hey man, I want to see you do this move. And then once you did enough, you would unlock the next place. You could unlock characters like Wolverine was a character you could unlock. Darth Maul. You could literally play as Darth Maul. I think there was like a bum character.
Couldn't you put in like cheats and then you could get the character?
I think so.
I think
yeah,
so.
PS2 games like this gen.
Yeah. Oh man.
Consoles, dude, cheat codes.
Remember
cheat
going to
codes.
like Scholastic Book Fair and like looking for the cheat code books?
Dude, yeah.
I would do that shit
Heck
all
yeah.
the time.
Well,
I'd be like writing them down.
Yes, I would always go to like, as a kid.
I would go to the library.
Grocery shopping was just so boring. So I would go find the magazines.
Oh
look for the
yeah,
cheat
I would
code
do the
books,
same thing.
Sit down and just like,
dude, I would do the same
I
thing.
have that game.
I remember, I think I was in like, oh man, like 6th grade maybe. I would just go to the library, and I think this was maybe in Hopewell.
Okay.
Because I was just hanging out with my other buddy Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 7th grade, I don't remember. But I was into Final Fantasy 7 at the time. So we went to the library, and I was just like Googling a bunch of shit and just writing it down or printing it out or something like that.
Yeah.
For Final Fantasy 7. I just remember that so vividly.
Yeah, that was a really cool like era of gaming, just like freaking cheat codes.
Seriously, you can't do that shit now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
There's like a game here and there that kind of offers it.
Yeah, that will have them. like every Grand Theft Auto has cheat codes, because that's like a staple to Grand Theft Auto games, which I'm sure we'll get into. But Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, yeah, there was really cool characters you could unlock. You could like create your own custom like skate park. That was a really cool thing. There was another big thing with games back in the day. You always like a lot of games had demos on them. So I remember this game had a snowboarding game demo, and it was called like Sean Palmer's Snowboarding or something.
Sean Palmer?
Sean Palmer.
Not Sean White?
It wasn't Sean White. I want to say, I could be wrong, but I want to say the last name was Palmer. I think it was Sean Palmer's Snowboarding. But dude, I can't tell you how many times I played that like one level they gave me. Dude, it was so fun. And that game also had, I want to say it had like tips and trick videos where they would actually teach you like how to do these actual like
Oh, no
skateboard
way.
moves. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. But yeah, that game was just so fun.
Yeah.
It's weird because like I say that, but I don't know, Tony Hawk Pro Skater games are not a game I've wanted to return to.
Yeah.
But like those games were like so much fun in their heyday.
Like a few years ago, I picked up Skate again.
Oh, really?
Like the game Skate.
Dude.
Skate 3 maybe? Skate 2? I can't remember which one, but
yeah.
It's fun, but it's definitely not like the same.
It's a much more realistic, take on skateboarding games.
Yeah.
I have a buddy, because again, those games came out a long time ago.
Chris Reason.
No.
Oh.
I have a buddy.
We're talking about skateboarding.
Eli Melvin. He actually still skates, but
Chris Reason?
No, Eli.
Oh, okay.
Eli.
Okay.
My buddy Eli, to this day, still plays those skate games. Dude, I'm sure if we could see the hours, he probably put in some like the Division equivalent hours. That Colton's put in.
Impressive.
Dude, he still plays the shit out of that game. And the community has been wanting a new skate game for the longest time, and they finally are getting one. But yeah, no, Tony Hawk Pro Skater sick game.
Yeah.
Really good memories. Do you want to say anything else on it?
No, not really. That was just very, very fun game back in the PS2 era.
Yeah.
PlayStation and PS2, really.
So this is a pretty big one. Actually, I see it on your list. Final Fantasy X.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. I have to admit, never fully beat this game.
That's fair.
Never fully beat this game. Got really far in, like, I really got into it when, like, the PS4 remaster came out.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, you know me. I just, like, drop a game for whatever reason. And I don't remember the particular reason for this game, but I dropped it. But still, like, just based off what I played, like, man, it's so good.
This game's, like, massive
Yeah.
for a PS2 game. Yeah. It's long.
Yeah. So this was, like, my first, like, kind of, I'm saying I really played it when the remaster came out, which wasn't that long ago, but I remember playing it as a kid, but back then, because this game came out so early.
This is like 2001.
Yeah, it's like a 2001 game. Like, as a kid, this game, like, went in one ear, out the other.
Right.
Like, I just couldn't grasp it. I wasn't there. I was used to Jack and Dexter, a little platform, and very simple to get. Mario.
I mean, literally.
And very simple to get.
Literally playing this game today, it's still complicated as fuck.
Yeah.
Like the whole sphere grid and shit.
I love the sphere grid.
No, I do too. And they even updated it with like the remaster or whatever the fuck. There's like a couple options.
Well, that's the version that I really remember. So maybe I liked whatever they updated.
Yeah.
But I mean, even like the original 2001, like this game like looked really good.
Yeah,
the music,
the cutscenes
was
dude.
really good. The characters,
Seriously.
whether I was going to say whether you think the voice acting is bad or not. There is no whether. The voice acting for certain characters is terrible.
Yes.
But gosh, the character design,
Yeah.
dude, Sir Auron. That's
Auron-
still to this day
Auron
one of
is
the
like-
coolest fucking looking characters
Seriously.
ever.
One working
Ever.
arm, just a huge fucking sword.
Yes. Oh
Does he have
my
like an eye patch or
God.
like a headband or something? Or is it glasses? I can't remember.
He wears
exactly.
glasses for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he definitely wears glasses.
But yeah, like the red
yes.
robe and yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the
Auron's
fucking
cool.
arm, like just hanging, and he's just still like, I'm gonna fuck your shit
Yeah.
up.
Was it Kilmari or
Kimari. Yeah.
Kimari? That's it.
Yeah,
The
dude.
Beast.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's cool. Lulu.
Yeah.
Lulu's dope. Like the Black Witch.
Mm-hmm. But the little doll.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
She's
like
sick.
fucking
And you got fucking Yuna
chef kiss.
being able to
Chef
summon
kiss.
these fucking deities.
Yeah, Lady
Dude.
Yuna. What were they called in this game? Are they
Aeons.
Espions?
Aeons.
Aeons.
Espions.
Espions. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking Esphers. Because
Oh,
they're
oh,
like
right.
called something different
Yeah,
in
yeah,
every game. You
yeah.
have summons, GFs.
Which doesn't make a lot of
Aeons,
sense because they're all
Espers.
basically the same. Like
Yeah.
you got Bahamut, you got
Yeah.
Ifrit, you got Shiva.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I mean, some are kind of different, but yeah.
fucking Espions. And there's your Pokemon reference
I
for the
knew
day.
you were gonna say that. Oh, fuck.
Every episode we have
Yeah,
to.
we have to.
And Espion's a great one to land that on. So
Pokemon was unfortunately not on PS2.
damn it. Damn it.
But yeah, dude. Fucking,
Wikipedia told me wrong.
Yeah, there's Final Fantasy X, which I dumped countless hours into. I tried to pick it up a couple years ago. I put in a few hours, but
I'm just gonna say
I need to get back into it and actually play through it all again.
I know we don't like to do this, and I'm not like saying like, hey, this is gonna be the next episode, but at some point during the life of this podcast, we are going to do a Final Fantasy X episode.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. And it may be a 10-10-2 episode, but it's at least gonna be 10. Because that's a game I also need to pick up and finally finish.
Dude, 10-2. A lot of people shit on that game.
I know nothing about 10-2. I'll admit. I've seen the cover. The cover's cool because it's like all the females.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like, it's literally an entirely different take, but it's got 3 characters, 2 being from the first game. But, it's
Is it
so
good?
fun.
Do you like it?
I love that game.
Oh, okay. 10-2.
Yeah. A lot of people shit on it, but I played that game twice.
I've heard I feel like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Polarizing. I feel like Final Fantasy is very polarizing.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard people that are like, "Oh my gosh, Final Fantasy VIII is literally the best Final Fantasy. It's my favorite."
Right.
And then people are like, "No, that game is shit. That's the worst Final Fantasy. What do you mean?"
Yeah.
You know.
And
like,
then
it's
in
so
recent years, you have
polarizing.
all these people are shitting on Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
How can you
again,
shit on
like-
this game that literally built the fucking
Yeah,
industry?
the fucking groundwork. It laid the groundwork.
Seriously,
it walked so
dude.
your games could run.
Yeah. This was 25 years ago.
Yeah, no, I coming from someone who definitely hasn't gotten close to beating Final Fantasy VII. Like, I could never even like fathom having an opinion like that. I mean, I'm guessing this opinion's coming from people who have played the game, but like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like,
Well, the thing,
you know,
the thing,
like,
with
are
that
they just
game-
comparing it to like modern games, and they're like, oh,
They
this
have to
game
be.
looks like trash.
Yeah, they have to be.
Like, I mean,
you
come
can't
on.
compare the two. You would have had to have played it when it, you know, in its heyday.
Yeah.
You can't compare that to fucking God of War Ragnarok. Like, can you imagine? Like,
Every
You can
PlayStation
only-
1 game would be, if that's the way you looked at it, then they would all suck. They would all be
Yeah.
terrible. There'd be no good games that have come out the last 20,
yeah,
from the last first few gens of consoles.
yeah, like in '97, I think when it was released or something like that. Maybe
That
'96.
sounds right.
You could only put so much on this fucking disc, and there was 3 or 4 of them,
Yeah.
and they're fucking chock full.
Yeah. Like, I admit, like, I've seen some decent looking PS1 games. And this, Final Fantasy VII did come out very early in, like, the life of the PlayStation, I want to say. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. So with that being said, like, it is a bad looking game, but it was like they were messing with, like, 3D games.
Yeah,
This was,
at
like,
the
first
time,
real, like,
You know,
console that like was experimenting with like 3D games. And I kind of wish that it, because there's some really pretty like 2D PS1 games
yeah,
where it's not necessarily like 16-bit, but like maybe like 32-bit.
mm-hmm.
It would have been cool to see like that version of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Same story, same everything, but just different graphics. But yeah, no, I think the majority definitely regard Final Fantasy VII as like the greatest Final Fantasy.
Oh
So-
yeah,
But again, Final Fantasy, it's just so polarizing. So like, I take all that with a grain of salt.
Right.
If someone's like, dude, Final Fantasy X10, well, X2 is just so fucking garbage.
well, it's very different from any other Final Fantasy, but
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing for me, at least. Like, that's
No.
why I like Final Fantasy, because I also wrote Final Fantasy 12. Like, that's why I like that so much, because the combat was just so different.
Yeah.
Like, we finally got away from turn-based.
that's one I definitely need to get into. Fuck, there's so many Final Fantasies I need to play.
Yeah. No, that one.
And we got
was-
another coming out.
Yes. And dude, that one looks incredible.
I know.
We're definitely away from the turn-based with that game.
Yeah.
Which Final Fantasy 15 pretty
Yeah,
much
that wasn't
solidified that,
yeah.
But
Same with the remake. That wasn't exactly turn-based.
yeah, I know you had an option to make it more
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like it, but I'm not gonna toggle that on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, Final Fantasy 10, like, I haven't beat it, but gosh, I only have just praise for it.
Yeah. Honorary mention, since we mentioned 7, Dirge of Cerberus did come out on the PS2.
It did.
That was very, very different Final Fantasy game, but awesome spinoff.
I'm ashamed to admit.
Never played it?
I have it, and within the last few years, I like picked it up, and I was like, "Wow, this is actually pretty fucking cool." I just haven't picked it up again.
That's fair.
But I do have games I'd like to play from the PS2, and that is first on the list.
Oh, sick. Hell yeah.
So I really want to play that.
Yeah,
Really
definitely
wanna
not my
play that.
favorite Final Fantasy game by any means, but it was definitely an interesting take on this random, very cool character from Final Fantasy
Oh
VII.
yeah,
Vincent
Ooh, dude,
Valentine is so fucking dope.
That's another really cool case artwork.
Yeah.
The Dirge of Cerberus case
Oh,
artwork.
yeah,
Dude.
facts. But
that-
just Vincent, whoever designed him,
yes.
it's fucking sick.
Yeah. I gotta say, whoever's designing just Final Fantasy
So,
characters
yeah.
in general,
Yeah.
like, I mean, you're giving us gold. There's rare, instances where you drop the ball.
Seriously.
God, man, almost every game, you're just like gold, gold, gold.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the Square Enix team does so good with designing.
Yeah, have you played Forspoken?
Listen, I said design, and the game looks great.
Yeah.
It just is not great.
That's kidding. Again, I'm ignorant to it. It could be completely different teams. I'm sure it is,
yeah.
you know, because that was a long time ago. I'm sure they've switched up.
Yeah. They're switching it up.
Switching it up.
But yeah, there's our little Final Fantasy escapade.
Yes, that's all I have on Final Fantasy. Okay.
Let's see. We got some, only the greatest PlayStation 2 game ever made. God of War and God of War 2.
God of War 2 for sure.
Yeah. I was going to say 2, but I mean, you got to mention 1.
Yeah, you got to mention the first one. All right, so like, maybe a year and a half ago, our buddy Ken lived here. This was his room. And he was going through God of War, and y'all finished it. And there was a few times where I was able to, the controller was passed to me, and I was able to get a few hours in.
I don't think we finished that game.
I could have swore he said he finished it. Maybe he finished it on his own, but I could have swore he said y'all finished it. Liar.
I can't remember.
Liar.
I can't remember, to be honest.
But
didn't we play through 3? Wasn't it 3?
We started playing 3.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Gotcha.
Hold on. Did y'all play through 3?
No, I think I do remember starting it, though. But
it may have been 3 that y'all beat. Maybe I'm mixed up.
I just don't remember.
I don't know.
It was one of them.
Me. You know I don't remember. But I don't know. Like, I'm sure if I would have played... I played God of War, the first God of War, but, like, I can't tell you how many times I've played that first level. Going through, like, the Hydras.
The Hydra,
you know?
I've played that so many times, yeah.
Well, probably the first 2 or 3 levels, but I never, like, truly beat the game. Damn. But, like, now going back after you have, like, God of War 2018.
2018.
God of War Ragnarok. I mean, even God of War 2 was so, like, it was such a step up. It was just, literally, I mean this in every sense of the word, it was just, like, epic.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I remember, I think my mom let me stay home from school one day. Or maybe picked me up early from school or something. And she took me to GameStop and let me just pick out a game. I picked up, as one does, God of War 2.
Can I just say real quick, like, we've all had those instances, maybe not being able to stay home from school, but, like, when your mom's like, pick out a game.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not, like, for your birthday or Christmas. Like, that is, like, the greatest feeling ever. You're just like, Mom, I'm going to be here a while.
Yeah.
I got to look at all these cases. Can I see the manual?
Right. But I'm pretty sure... You know where the GameStop is, close to the house? I don't want to say.
The Petersburg one?
No. Not Petersburg, Colonial Heights.
Oh, okay. Oh, should we not have said that?
I mean, it's fine. It's vague.
Oh, okay.
But
Petersburg, Kentucky.
Yep. But yeah, that was the one I went to, I believe. Because this is when I was living in Dinwiddie, so I must have been like 7th grade or something, somewhere around there.
Oh, was that one house you lived in?
Yes.
So that was quite the hike.
Yes.
That was far.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah.
But yeah, I remember very, very vividly. My mom just took me there, let me pick out a game, and I picked up God of War 2, and it changed my fucking life.
Dude. Was that the one you would say really solidified it?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like
God of War 1, don't get me wrong. I love that game.
Yeah.
But it just... The ball just keeps rolling. Yeah. It's a fucking... Dude, God of War snowballs. And it's endless.
Yeah.
It literally gets more epic for each game.
Yeah. Ascension? Yeah.
We don't mention that game. We forgot that game.
We're talking about the PS2.
By the way, that's a prequel, so...
Yeah, that is true.
He wasn't even a god then.
Yeah,
well, he's a demigod.
I will say with God of War, like... Again, playing through it, it's just hard for me to get into, but you also have to like try and take the context of like this game's pretty groundbreaking. Like name other like hack and slash games that came out before that, you know? Like I'm not saying there's none, but there's not many.
Yeah. I mean, this game could be rivaled with Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
But I think this game's story, it just leads to... It's so epic. The story
will
just
say,
gets so epic.
from what I
I'm not
remember
downplaying
of Devil May Cry. The story is pretty cool.
It's cool, but is it having a TV show? No. Does it have
It
a
just
reboot
didn't
of this epic level? Absolutely not.
Well, to be fair, I'm gonna say it before people give you shit. It did have an anime series.
Whack.
I'm
Never
just
heard of
saying.
it.
I'm just
Never
saying
even
it
heard of
had
it.
one for a while. Like
Okay.
like God of War's now getting one.
Not a cartoon. It's not getting a cartoon.
I'm just saying. But no, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I am fanboying. However,
I mean, this is your game.
This is
your game series.
yes. This
This is your baby.
This is the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And wait until you beat this game. Then it's going to be yours. Trust me.
Dude, I believe you. No, trust me. I believe you wholeheartedly.
If you haven't played, play God of War Ragnarok.
Oh my gosh. I mean, again, I haven't beat it yet, but it's honestly part of me doesn't want to.
Dude,
I don't
trust
want
me.
it to end. You know.
That's why 100% of this game, because I did not want to stop fucking
my
playing it.
gosh.
And now I have no choice until this fucking expansion comes out.
Honestly, you're gonna have to.
Dude, when New Game Plus comes out, I'm playing it.
Dude, I mean, I feel that. But real quick, God of War 2. Like, it's been a long time. I've only played through the game once, and it was pretty much right when it came out.
Yeah.
Definitely, it was at least 15 years ago that I played it. I don't know if it was right when it came out, but I know I only played through it once. So with that being said, I can't really remember much about the story, but just like key moments. Like, I remember you being on like this giant carriage, being like carried by like horses and stuff.
Stop there right quick.
Okay.
So I never finished my story.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No,
you
you're
did
fine. You're
finish
fine.
it.
But my mom took me, got the game. As I was playing the game, I got to that carriage scene and the game froze.
No.
Swear to God. I swear to God.
No, dude.
And this is an epic fucking scene. You're riding on this giant fucking like Pegasus carriage. And
Apollo's chariot.
yeah. The game just freezes. So I'm fucking pissed. I restart it. You have to go through this whole cutscene all over. It gets to the same exact point. It keeps freezing. So I think I took it to like a disc cleaner or something like that. Or maybe I had like one of those ones that kind of shim off the top layer of the scratches or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Did you try toothpaste?
I may have. I
You
don't know.
paste it?
I tried fucking everything,
Dude,
bro.
I remember
had
trying
to
toothpaste. I remember trying peanut
Yeah.
butter. Dude, there was like a
Peanut
lot of
butter.
shit. Peanut butter.
But yeah, I eventually did get it working, so I
Okay.
finally
That's
finished
good.
it. But yeah, go ahead. You remember that scene? Oh, you remember the giant the giant Roman is like the giant statue
yes,
that's
that
like
was like
beating
the
your
first
ass?
or second level.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was sick. I remember fighting this dude who was horseback, had this fucking warhammer that you
Dude.
eventually get. Dude.
Yeah.
It was fucking bad.
I forgot about that hammer. Yeah.
Oh, you're getting on the first game may have had this, but you're like getting on these fucking, what are they?
The trolls
Cyclops or the
oh,
trolls?
Yeah,
and
the
they're
Cyclops.
Just, douche, douche, and you're just fucking got your
Yep.
chains into them. Oh, dude, the game was just so
Dude, that game revolutionized shit.
epic. That's a game we need to play through that one.
Oh.
Because that'd be pretty quick, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's like an 8-hour game. I think all of them are.
It'd be fun, dude. We got to play that in like I was gonna say the hardest difficulty, but I don't know if that's unlocked until you beat it.
Oh, maybe. But yeah, I played that. Took me an entire spring break with Melvin to beat that shit on fucking the hardest difficulty at the time.
Yeah, that game is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you saying freezing made me think, like, I feel like that was just something that, again, came with that generation of consoles. Like,
yeah, we're talking about it,
scratching
baby.
the discs. And I can't tell you how many times, dude, when I would put a disc in.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude.
And you'd have to wait for it to get past that screen.
Yes. And you're just
then when
praying
it did, you're
for
like,
the PlayStation, dude. You're praying for
Yep.
yeah, dude. And then when that popped up, you're like, yes, it's game time, baby.
Yeah, it almost gives you PTSD just to hear that startup sound.
But the startup sound was so good.
Oh, of course.
You know,
yeah.
like the GameCube startup sound was so good. The
Yeah.
PlayStation OG was so good. Oh, all of them were so good. The Xbox one was even so good.
Being able to play like DVDs in your fucking PlayStation.
That was a big deal back
That
in
was
the day.
huge.
Very huge.
And then PS3 coming out with fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah.
When the Xbox didn't. Come the fuck on,
Come
Microsoft.
on. Ah,
Yeah.
but, dude.
PlayStation, fucking Sony was pioneering shit.
This is a very small thing, but you know what I loved about the PlayStation?
Memory cards.
Memory cards. Honestly, yes.
That's what you're gonna
Memory
say?
cards, but when you would look at your save data, each
Yeah,
game had a
the
different
icons.
icon.
Yeah, I
Dude.
loved that. I loved that.
Dude,
because it was
what?
different on the PlayStation, and then the PS2 had like the 3D ones and shit.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It's funny. This conversation is just reminding me why the PS2 is the fucking king.
Seriously,
You know, like,
goat.
God, dude, Sony made some fucking money with this one. Oh
Dude,
my gosh.
Fucking PlayStation 2. Well, how big were the memory cards? Like 5 megabytes?
I want to say I remember having it was either 4 or 14 megabyte.
That's so nuts
PlayStation.
to me.
Honestly, I may still have my OG one.
Dude,
because it's like a yellow one, yellow
Yeah.
and black.
I had Skyrim save files, like gigs worth
On
PS3.
like your PS3. Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's a huge difference. I
Oh,
mean, Skyrim
it's
is a
crazy.
massive fucking game,
Hold
to be
on.
fair.
Really? Gigs worth?
Yeah, because on the PS3,
Because all my stuff was just like it'd be hundreds of megabytes, but never gigs.
oh yeah. Well, I don't know. It was like bugged
Hmm.
to where it would like keep overriding, but it'd be like stacking or some
Elder
shit. It was
Scrolls bugged, buggy.
like Elder bugged.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on.
Yeah. Fucking amazing.
Oh my gosh, I'm like 3 or 4 games in.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to be a little quicker. All right, you know what? We talked about Devil May Cry, so I'm just gonna scratch
It's
that.
just
one off. I put down I don't even see it on yours. I put down, and we can be really quick.
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Roses.
Oh my fucking! How did I not put
Dude,
that down? dude?
Solid ass game, and we started playing that not that
Oh
long
my
ago, maybe
God.
like a
I
month
know,
or
dude.
two. And
Fucking
dude,
destroyed me.
it's just
Fucking hour-long match.
it's just as fun. That's the shitty thing about it. It's
Yeah.
very strategic, but you can literally be playing hour-long, 2-hour-long matches and still fucking lose, and you gotta start it all over.
Yeah.
You gotta go into your deck builder and see what cards you got, and you gotta tweak it. You gotta tweak it. But dude,
Such a
man,
good game.
what a good game. Like, story's not there. You know, you're literally just skipping through the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
You choose a side, and then you're just battling duelists to get rose cards.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can't even tell you what happens when you get all the rose cards. I know I beat both stories.
Mm-hmm.
But gosh, it's a little, I would say it's a little tricky to pick up at first, especially as a kid. I'm surprised I played this game as a kid.
Dude, same.
And beat
Because
this.
I played this, and then I played a few of them on the Game Boy Advance.
Ooh, those were good.
And
The
there-
tournament ones? Oh, those were good.
I don't remember which one it was. I think it had like Merrick in the title.
Okay.
But fuck, dude, I got all the way to him, and I could not beat him. I tried probably 100 times. Could never beat him
Damn.
to this day.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
But yeah, Duelist of Roses was fucking
Duelist of
good,
Roses.
man.
Honestly, there's more I could say, but just
seeing
It's good.
your monsters fight, dude.
yes, having
That
the
was
option
so
to see your
dope.
monsters fight is so fucking cool. And it's like, it's not even like a true Yu-Gi-Oh game. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like, you're not even really playing with, well, I guess it is cards, but like, it's almost like chess in a way because you have a
Yeah.
board and you move.
It's like
Your
chess or
There's
like
weaknesses.
Mhm.
You get like terrain cards for field advantages. It's really cool. It's very strategic.
it's like Yu-Gi-Oh Tactics.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a
Very
that's
tactic.
a good way to put it. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like Yu-Gi-Oh Tactics. I wish that they would come out with like a sequel where we now have updated cards.
Dude, people
Dude,
would love that.
If you're telling me Duels of Roses 2, hey, there's over 3,000 cards, you know.
Yeah.
I know there's more cards than that
So many.
in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe, but like, dude, you can add in all the weird fucking Yu-Gi-Oh rules they have nowadays. I'm still game. I
Mhm.
was still pre-order by day one.
Yeah.
But phenomenal fucking game. And that game came with 3 cards that were badass. It may have came with 4. I don't remember if it came with the actual like what they fuse into polymerization.
Oh yeah,
into.
polymerization.
But it came with alpha, beta, gamma,
Oh, yeah.
magnet
Oh, yeah.
warriors, and they fused into Valkyrion. I think.
Yep.
But dude, they were cool as fuck. And just to get like, because I was into Yu-Gi-Oh back then,
Yeah.
and just to get like cards with a game,
Mhm.
like you don't get cool shit like that nowadays. You don't even get fucking manuals nowadays.
Seriously.
Dude, you buy a Switch game, brand
Oh my
new,
God.
It's, I mean, you know, the case isn't that big, but you know, a Switch case is like that. And the fucking game is this big. You open the case, it's just the fucking game in there. There's even clamps for the manuals.
I know.
And you don't even get it. I'm like, what is this optional clamp even for?
What's the size
I
of the
don't-
case for?
I don't know.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Like, you literally could have it in like a DS or 3DS size
Mhm.
case. But like, again, you just don't like. There's companies nowadays that do release games that come with, you know, chock full of like books and just extra shit. I think it's called limited edition gaming or something. Limited run, and they do like big collector sets. But like, you just don't get that nowadays. And back in the days, you had a manual with every game. And,
Yeah, dude.
You know, you got extras. Again, this game's literally giving you cards.
Yeah, like
That was cool.
if they didn't have those back in the day, like what would I read while taking a shit? A shampoo
I
bottle
know,
again?
dude. That was fun. Like I guarantee, on your way home from when you got God of War 2, you had that fucking case open.
You're goddamn
and
right.
You were fucking reading through the manual on
You're
the way
goddamn
home.
right. What's funny about that is I think I may have told this before in the podcast also, but when I bought San Andreas, that's exactly what I did on the way home. I remember opening up the case because I was sitting in the back seat on the left, and I was just reading the manual, like kind of barely being able to see it because it was like dusk.
Dude.
But yeah, I remember
Gosh,
that.
That was awesome.
But to go back, it's funny how short our attention span is nowadays because when we were playing Duelist of Roses downstairs, we would just skip all the fight scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we
Well,
watched it like a couple times and they were like, all right, we're over this.
we have this, like, you know, for the decks we have at the moment, OP card, and he's already just fucking destroying everyone. And it's like, all right, we've seen what he does. It's cool. Like, you know, you don't really need to see it once unless
Yeah.
it's that badass. But either way, moving on. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Roses, fantastic fucking
Okay.
game.
Let's hit on Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. Ah, man. Well, let's try and be quick.
Yeah. This can be the last one if you want to maybe just go over the titles of the other ones. But
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
now, did you play Kingdom Hearts when they came out as a child?
All right, so yes, but I still think, unfortunately, it was a game that went over my head.
Yeah.
Like, I remember...
Trust me, they go over my fucking head now. I don't know the
Well,
story.
the story's very complex.
It's
I will
so
say
complex.
that. I know that. Because my girlfriend's, one of her best friends, is really into Kingdom Hearts.
It's insane.
And I remember she was trying to, like, explain it to me, and it's just like... Even now, as an adult, I'm just like, I don't, you know, I just have to play them.
Yeah.
Or watch a
This is like trying to
YouTube
explain
video.
Game of Thrones to somebody that's never seen it.
Yeah.
But even when you
exactly.
do see it, you don't know what the fuck's happening.
Yeah. I thought that was his sister.
Yeah. You had all these fucking organization members that
Yeah.
kind of matter, but also are all kind of the same person.
Oh, and there's Final Fantasy characters in there.
Until they just stripped them away. They're like, actually, these people don't exist.
Yeah. Like, that was like the big, like, selling drive. It's like Disney,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy. Now you just get Disney.
Insane.
But,
Insane.
so yes, and I remember playing it a bunch, but I remember when I got, the first time when I got to Traverse Town. It's Traverse Town,
Yeah.
right? And you fight that one knight where all his limbs are kind of floating, you
Yep.
know, that first night. I did eventually beat him, but I think to me it was just like, man, this game is so hard. Like, I'm gonna play something else because
Okay.
that fight for me, because I'm just mashing attack, maybe a spell, but it was just so fucking tough.
Yeah,
I guess I
probably weak to
couldn't really
magic or
grasp
something.
it. But yes, I eventually picked it up not too long ago, trying to go through it because throughout those years, I've tried and picked this game up multiple times. Like I remember I made it. Like one attempt, I made it to like the Tarzan area, couldn't get past it. I remember I made it to like the Alice in Wonderland area, like eventually couldn't get past it. Because there's one point in that world, it's fucking confusing as fuck. Like what do you have to do to find the evidence? I'm like, what is this last piece
The
of
Alice in
fucking
Wonderland
evidence?
one?
Yes,
Yeah.
that I need. And the latest time I played it, I did get past Tarzan. I did get past Alice in Wonderland, but I got to the Little Mermaid area,
Mhm.
and it wasn't like I got to a hard part. I guess found something else to play.
As one does.
I'm sorry. And I am ashamed.
Yeah.
That is a game that's like Final Fantasy VII, where it's like, hey, in your lifetime, you need to beat this game.
Right.
You know, so that's
Yeah.
a game I'm eventually going to pick up, and
Bucket
hopefully
list.
I have a few weeks just to go through it.
When you're 70 and retired.
I mean, yeah, hey, the game ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, I remember playing that. This is like months ago when Ashley and I had COVID. It's
Mhm.
probably damn near close to a year ago at this point. Maybe like last April. But yeah, we just played it like for a few days while we had COVID. And we got to the end to Ansem. And we tried it a few times, and then we went and did like all the trial stuff at Hercules' Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
And
I do remember that.
then I think we got over COVID, and we just haven't touched it since. So we nearly beat it, last boss. But yeah, very fun. Fucking blows my mind that I beat both of those games and beat Sephiroth both times.
It blows your mind that you did that?
As a child, hell yeah.
Oh, as a kid, yeah. That is one thing that, again, I've never experienced it, but when you talk about, like, with anyone who plays games, like, hard boss fights, Sephiroth in that game always comes up.
Yeah.
Always comes up. Dude, you look up any YouTube video where it's, like, hardest boss fights. Was it Go Mojo or something like that?
Yeah.
That's gonna be listed on there.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Always listed. But we can't talk about. We're gonna get to this real quick, but we can't talk about Kingdom Hearts and not talk about the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh, simple and
honestly,
clean. Oh my gosh. And I mean, we can also mention Kingdom Hearts 2 because that's on the PS2.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sanctuary. I know those are like there's many songs.
Yeah.
But like, what was the artist's name?
Utada.
And she has, many hits, but like those top two, easy, But gosh, just those two songs alone, like phenomenal.
I know.
They set the atmosphere early on in the games. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that first like clip playing, even as a kid, playing through Kingdom Hearts. Well, not playing through, but that first clip, starting it up.
Dude.
Like you just want to
goosebumps.
fucking, goosebumps. Seriously.
Yeah.
You're just like, dude, this game, I want to fucking play it. And then seeing these like familiar characters, you have like Waka in the first area, you have Titus.
Yeah.
But like, good game. Good game. Need to beat it, but good game.
Yeah.
Good fucking game.
Amazing games.
And I will say, going through it, because I have like the collection, like I have all of them. So like when I do a deep dive, I'm gonna do a deep dive. Like, what's the way to put it? Like they hold up really well. Like they aged very well.
Yes.
Like it's fun throughout the entire game. Like the combat's good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. Kingdom Hearts, solid.
Yeah. All right. Got some honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh, dude, that was my first one. Very solid. That was another game that my dad played with me. I remember him being at work, me waiting for him to come home, and I'm just in a tank fucking 5-starring it. I'm just in a tank fucking 5-starring it. Because as a kid, I didn't
That's
know
all
the
you did,
story.
yeah.
Dude, you're just like, taxi, I need you. Get the fuck out of here. Let me do a taxi mission. Pick you up. We're going fucking rampaging.
Yep.
She jumps out. But dude, yeah. Good memories with fucking Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah, love that game. Then Vice City, they
Same.
introduced motorcycles.
Dude, that was such a huge thing back
So
in the day.
big.
I remember
They were
seeing the
so fun.
trailer, and it's like you eventually see him riding on a motorcycle, and as a kid, you're just like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Fucking Tommy
Chopper.
Vercetti.
Oh, dude, Lamborghinis.
Yep.
Oh man.
His best friend Lance and his white Lambo.
Yes. Just
Yeah.
fucking going, just trying to find that fucking rock station. Where they play the rock, like the old rock.
What was that band called?
Oh, I definitely couldn't tell you.
It was like a Kiss ripoff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I can't remember.
I feel like that the song like randomly comes to mind sometimes. Like it's gonna randomly come to me. But there was one song that I would always love to hear when it would come on.
Me too. Vice City specifically. It was always that one song, but I can't remember it at the moment. But yeah, and then there's San Andreas introduced water You could swim and shit.
It
This one was
introduced a
way more
lot.
RPG like.
It introduced a lot. This
You like
was
upgrade shit.
you could work out.
Yep.
You could actually see a difference in your physique.
Yeah, that's like one of the coolest things in a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was really
And
cool.
you lose muscle if you don't go back to the gym, which is
That-
fucking awesome.
You had a girlfriend who you
Yep.
could actually play the game
Yes.
with. Like it was like there's like a co-op.
Dude,
kinda
that
little
was
area.
so cool. That
And
was
it
so
was-
cool to me.
It was weird because you couldn't like
It was
leave
tethered.
it was
Yeah.
tethered. But it was still fun just to fucking rampage. That's what I'm gonna call it. Just rampage, 5-star. Yeah, that game was sweet. It actually introduced planes that didn't just fucking like go down.
Oh
the whole
yeah,
time. Didn't it? I could be wrong because that one definitely had planes.
it had
But was it
planes.
like the Dodo where you would just kind of eventually go back down, or did it have the actual aircrafts where you could stay in the air?
I think it had aircrafts.
Because I want to say one of the games had a plane, and I could be remembering it wrong, but I want to say it was called the Dodo plane. But like it would
Yeah.
fly, but for whatever reason, it would always just kind of like glide back down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or maybe I'm just as a kid.
Well,
I
was
didn't
that
know,
like
I didn't
one of
know
the
how
water
to keep it in
planes?
the air.
like it would like stay on the water.
Maybe. Okay, I haven't played those games in a long time.
Yeah.
But San Andreas, definitely my favorite Grand Theft Auto game.
Oh, same here.
Yeah, San Andreas. So I mainly played this on Xbox,
That's fair.
and it was so cool because we all had just a ton of songs downloaded on our Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But to go through this game and then be able to play my playlist
Yeah.
on the Xbox, dude, I would listen to. That was when I was like getting into Under Oath. Hey, the Hardcore Podcast finally mentioning some music. That's
Yeah.
when I would listen to like Under Oath, Senses Fail. Man, I haven't listened to this band in a long time, but like Drop Dead Gorgeous, dude, it was just that was so cool being able to fucking like vibe out to that while rampaging.
Yeah.
But man, that was the game where I was kind of starting to get like do more story stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's that one famous mission where you're on the dirt bike? In the
I don't remember the name of it, but
on the
all you
train.
had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Yeah,
Big Smoke.
yeah, that game was a solid game. Oh, dude, we almost forgot being able to like customize your ride.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah. That was huge.
San Latos Customs
Los
or something.
Santos.
Los Santos Customs, dude. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Damn, I can't wait till GTA 6. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's
gonna be mind
oh my
blowing.
gosh, that's gonna be a game changer, dude. You just want me to go off some real quick?
Yeah.
So, NBA Street, NFL Street. Not a big sports guy, but like those games were fun.
They were the fun ones.
I like the fun. I like the sports games that are like unrealistic. That's what makes them fun.
Yeah.
Like those were the games where like, you know, you get Game Breaker and you're just literally just trucking through 10 dudes. You're doing backflips off of walls. NBA Street, you're just doing these crazy dunks in the air. You're freaking 20 feet in the air going underneath your legs. You pass it to another guy. He's doing the same. He's doing like a 720 in the air, and then you slam it. Dude, those games were really cool. Burnout series. Not the biggest racing guy, but I do like playing some like arcadey racing games, and
Right.
like Burnout is like the epitome of that. Like just like crashing people, slow motion scene of this car just flipping in front of you, above you. Burnout series was really fun. The Godfather. Did you ever play The
never
Godfather?
played that.
The Godfather, I'm going to say it. Some people don't like this term, but Godfather is a hidden gem.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very like Grand Theft Auto-esque, but obviously back in the day, taking place and based off the Godfather movies. So you have your different like gangs and stuff, and you can extort businesses for money and stuff, and like you interrogate like the owner to get a certain amount of money, but if you interrogate them too much, they're like, nah, I'm not gonna give you money. So like
Shit.
that was really cool. The Godfather 2 introduced where you can have like It was almost like a business simulation where you had to recruit enough people to guard businesses, and if you didn't, like other gangs would take over that business again, so you have to go and take it back. Really cool fucking game. That's a game that I would love to see, and it probably won't happen, but the Godfather remake, dude, that would be awesome. That game was a lot of fun. The story was actually really good too. Yeah, I really enjoyed that game. Def Jam Fight for New York. So there was Def Jam Vendetta. That was the first one. A lot of fun. But Def Jam Fight for New York, that was my game. Dude, really fun. Even to this day. I want to get a copy of it, but that for whatever reason, that game is expensive. Damn. I guess because there's high demand. Everyone wants it. But you cannot find Fight for New York under like $100. I want to say maybe even closer to $200. But that's an expensive game. But really fun. You could create your own fighter. It's based on like rappers.
Yep.
So I don't even know the story of why all these rappers are fighting each other, but like all these rappers are just badass fighters, and you kind of create your own character going through the story of like, I can side with these guys, I can side with this guys. You know, these guys, you can get a girlfriend, you eventually get like your own place, and you can create like custom special moves. Dude, the moves were so sick. Did you play any of these games?
Yeah. Imagine a new one with Post Malone.
Oh my gosh, dude, please. That would be awesome. Seriously. But Def Jam. The Def Jam games were sick. This is definitely another hidden gem. God Hand. God Hand, did you ever play that? God Hand was just like this, like almost like a supernatural fighter this guy had, what was called the God Hand. And the enemy, I think the main villain was a dude who had like the devil hand. Sorry if I'm remembering this incorrectly, but like you had these like it was almost like an anime or something. It may be based off an anime, I'm not sure, but like that was really cool. Did you ever play the Incredible Hulk Total Destruction?
Yes, but I played that on the Xbox.
I think I mainly played it on the Xbox as well.
Yeah,
but it did come out on the PS2. That game was sick.
Yeah, that was a really fun game.
Oh my gosh, that game was sick.
Yeah.
As a kid, oh man.
I remember the graphics for that game being fucking dope.
Dude, yes. Yeah. Like you eventually get to a point where you're just like tearing this car in half and you're like making boxing gloves out of it. You get to a point where you can like ride these cars like a skateboard. You throw the skateboard at a fucking helicopter. The main point of this game, again, it's called Incredible Hulk Total Destruction. You're just fucking shit up.
Yeah.
But that's a cool game. And the last one I have on my list is Splinter Cell. I love Splinter Cell. I love stealth games, and this is where it all started for me.
Genesis? Yeah.
Oh, the start. Yeah. I was like, what? It started on the Sega Genesis? But Splinter Cell is fucking awesome. That's another game that my dad played through with me. But Splinter Cell is sick.
Love that for you.
I want to say, I know there were some Splinter Cell games on the PS2. I'm trying to think if the original came out on the PS2, though. Because I want to say I played on the Xbox. But either way, Splinter Cell's sick. Real quick, games I'd like to play. So, like I said, the first one was Dirge of Cerberus. Second one being Shadow Hearts. Shadow Hearts is like I want to say it's a JRPG, but it's like known for being like really dark and stuff. And that game is pretty, has a cult following. There's a few of them out. Been watching too much, listening to too much Adam Blink. But there's a few out, and that's another game that's really expensive and hard to find. But Shadow Hearts and Radiata Stories. That's an RPG that I've heard a lot about. I just haven't, sunk my teeth into it yet, but I'd love to play that. Because PS2, there's a lot of like JRPGs, RPGs that aren't Final Fantasy. I guess more hidden gem ones. So it's just like getting your hands on them. But I'd like to play through that. So I'm going to pass the ball to you. That was all my games.
All right. Ones that were not mentioned: Guitar Hero 1, 2, and Rock Band.
2 is when I picked it up. I don't think I played the first one. But Guitar Hero 2 was solid.
You didn't play the first one at all?
I didn't play the first one.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I played all of those. I don't think I got into it until the second one. Yeah. But yeah. Obviously, fucking amazing games,
Dude.
which is insane to me that they still don't make these.
And they're so hard to find at a good price.
They're so expensive.
Gosh,
bro.
we've been saying for years that we just need to pull the trigger, spend the money. We can split it however we need to,
Yeah.
but get these games so we can play with friends at
Yeah.
parties because that would be so much fun.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, mainly Rock Band, just so everyone can play.
Yeah, because you got the drums,
Singing.
2 guitar, bass.
Yeah.
And then you got the singing for the mic. Yeah. Need for Speed Underground 2. Yeah, obviously soundtrack made that fucking game.
Yes.
The customization on the vehicles was fucking awesome.
Yes, seriously, another really good like arcade racer.
Yeah.
I don't really play I don't really play racers in general, but
Yeah.
I mainly don't play the simulation racers like
Mhm.
Gran Turismo. But what's that really bit? Forza. Forza was fun.
Forza's fun.
Forza is
Mhm.
fun. But yes, Need for Speed Underground. Need for Speed isn't what it used to be.
Right.
But Underground and Underground 2 will forever be fucking instant classics.
Yeah.
Midnight Club was good too.
Surprised you didn't mention this. Battlefront 2. Star Wars
Wow.
Battlefront 2.
Wow. I'm ashamed,
That's
honestly.
insane, right?
I'm ashamed, yeah.
I nearly missed this one because I put Star Wars Episode 3, which is just a movie game, which are, they're known to be trash.
That was fun.
But that was a fun
That
fucking
was
game.
fun. And co-op.
Yeah.
Me and my dad went through that one.
That was a fun fucking game.
That was a really fun game.
So-
But I cannot believe, dude, that is another game that deserves another set of games that deserves its own episode.
Dude,
It's
you
Battlefront 1 and 2.
You could put Battlefront 2 in your PlayStation, put your Ethernet cord into your PlayStation, and play that shit online.
Damn.
I did that shit. It was
Why
so
I
fucking
never
awesome.
did that? I don't know. Well, it's probably because I didn't have internet.
Probably.
But I didn't know that. I
It
didn't
was
know,
fucking awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, that
Easily
sounds...
one of the best games.
I
for the
really
PS2.
fucking missed out. That just sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Battlefront 1, so sick. I was going to say I prefer the locations on Battlefront 1, but that's not true. My favorite location is just on Battlefront 1. But how Battlefront 2 introduced like the heroes and villains,
Yes.
like the fucking Jedi and like
Mhm.
Sith Lords, like that was so awesome.
That's so dope.
And then when you would play that Mos Eisley, that one map where you could play just with the Jedis and Sith against each
That's
other.
what I'm saying.
Dude, that game, phenomenal.
Yeah, you could do that online. It's fucking sick.
Phenomenal. So that mode was called instant action, dude. That's all I would do.
Yeah.
Just fucking boot
That-
it up, instant action.
Yeah, that
I'm
was my
going through
favorite part,
all
too.
like the levels now. I think I take it back. I think my favorite level is on Battlefront 2 because I can't tell you how many times I've played Jabba's Palace. Dude, with I think they're called Gamorrean guards.
Mhm.
Those guys that would just fuck
Yep.
you up with the axe. But dude, and then you would fall into that one pit in front of Jabba.
Mhm.
I forgot what that creature is called down there, but man, that was so fun. Just I love games like that where you could just play by yourself with bots and stuff.
Yeah.
And you could customize like how many kills you have to get to win and blah blah blah, and you would get like little trophies and awards towards the end. Man, phenomenal game,
Yeah.
dude. Again,
Battlefront 2.
we could go on and on
So
about
good.
that one, but I can't believe I forgot it. I'm
I
ashamed.
know.
I'm
Insane.
ashamed.
It's been a long time.
I'm starting to lose my voice.
I put WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, 2008, and 2009 specifically.
Dude,
These were just the ones that I really played a lot, but they were fucking amazing.
you can
games.
pick up any wrestling game on the PS2 and have a fucking
Seriously.
blast.
They're
I
just,
remember the 2007 one in particular.
Me too.
That one
Some
had
fucking
Triple H.
on
Dude,
the cover.
yes,
yeah.
I was gonna say that one had Triple H, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I think there might have been another one with like Triple H and Shawn Michaels on the front.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was a fucking fun ass game. I just loved making a shitty ass character and
A troll character, yeah.
and going in the cutscenes and you look fucking stupid.
I will say I don't follow wrestling at all,
Yeah.
but I think a lot of people would agree that like that era of wrestling is a lot of people's favorite.
Oh yeah.
Like the Triple H,
Attitude Era.
Booker T, like
Mhm.
Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. Well, Rey Mysterio is still doing it.
Mhm.
Undertaker at his prime.
Yep. Undertaker was always my favorite.
Dude.
And then Triple H. Yeah. I
Badass,
fucking loved
though.
wrestling back in
Gosh.
the day.
Those games were a lot of fun, dude. Honestly, I haven't played many wrestling games, but I've never played a bad wrestling game.
I don't
Like,
think I
even
have
the
either.
ones on the Nintendo 64 looking shitty
Dude, they
as
were
hell.
awesome.
Dude, they were so much
They were
fun, and a lot
awesome.
of it was because it was hilarious.
I'd be like, am I playing Stone Cold or Goldberg right now?
yeah, they all look the same. There's one little pixel that's different. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess that's hair.
Yeah.
But I feel like you know what? I'm not ashamed to say this. I feel like it would be fun to get a modern wrestling game and play
Yeah.
it with friends.
I was
feel like
actually
it would
looking at my
be really
library,
cool.
and I have 2K16.
Man, that's so random.
I know. Random as
It's
fuck.
so random.
Yeah.
But we'll have to look into that. I feel like that'd be a really fun game to play with friends.
Yeah.
Just get like the newest wrestling game. And because I listen to a lot of Remember the Game, Adam Blank's a huge wrestling fan. And I
Mhm.
want to say he said really good things about the newest one.
You see that clip I sent you of Logan Paul?
Dude, of them, yes.
That shit
Dude,
was nuts.
All right. So, and a lot of the comments, because I read some of the comments, and I agree with them. Like, say what you want about Logan Paul, whether you like him or not. That dude was fucking made for WWE.
Seriously.
That dude was made for
Every
wrestling.
clip I've seen with him in some kind of WWE match, it's been fucking
Dude,
insane.
He's a beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he does. He's
Crazy
really good.
athlete.
He's really good with that. Yeah, that's a good way to put
Yeah.
it. He's just a crazy athlete. I see you got Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Yep.
Honestly, you can put any of the
Any of the
Lord of the
yeah,
Rings
but that
game.
one specifically, I think that was the one I spent the most time on. I want to say
Mm-hmm. Good 2-player game.
Very
good co-op
fun. Yes,
experience.
exactly.
Very fun. And it's just like those games did such a good job of like creating and having like the Lord of the Rings atmosphere. Like
Mhm.
there was like a darkness to them, but like I don't know how to put my finger on it, but those games are really good.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
So I used to love Gauntlet, which was Gauntlet PS1 or PS2.
I know there was a Gauntlet on PS2. I don't know if it was original, you know? Because Gauntlet is pretty old.
Yeah.
I want to say I do remember seeing a Gauntlet game for, this is a throwback, the Sega Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say it just said Gauntlet.
Okay.
So it may have been that like PS1 era,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. It may be on the PS2.
Yeah. This game gave me Gauntlet vibes for sure, but very fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man 2, probably the best Spider-Man game next to the newest ones that are out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think everyone would agree with that.
Yeah, this game is very, very fun.
Yeah.
Probably didn't age too well, but
Especially coming from Spider-Man 1 to Spider-Man 2.
oh yeah,
Because Spider-Man 1 was just like rooftops.
Yes.
You fall off, you're dead.
yeah,
You know? So like being actual, you know, it being like an open world game, being
Mhm.
able to explore, do these side missions, main missions, like that was a big thing.
And I want to say this Spider-Man game is like the closest in mechanics to like the newest one. I want to say. I think
Oh, I
might
would
have
agree.
Seen, I think I
would
might
agree.
have seen something about that
Yeah.
like within the past
And
year.
I had mentioned Spider-Man 1. I know there's a Spider-Man 1 game for the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
I was particularly talking about the Spider-Man for the PS1. I know there was one for the PS1.
Oh, I
as
see.
well.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that one.
I can't say I played the PS2 version of Spider-Man 1. I don't know if you can actually swing around and stuff.
I don't know.
All right. I just don't want someone to come after me.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Thanks for
you
clarifying.
can swing around. If you fall off the rooftops, you don't die. What are you talking about? Sorry. I admit my ignorance here.
That's fair.
Um,
Then for the finale, we have Destroy All Humans 1 and 2. Where, dude, these were released a year apart.
really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. So they were just like, they knew like this game's going to be a success.
Pretty
You know?
much, yeah.
Go ahead and start with the second
I
one.
don't even know what the fucking difference is, but I know I played both of them.
These were games. All right. So this was beautiful era of gaming because this is when you had a beautiful place called Blockbuster
Yes.
or Movie Gallery. That was the
Mhm.
other one.
Mhm.
Sometimes we'd hit that, but we were a Blockbuster family. But man, we went to Blockbuster religiously
Oh,
every
yeah.
week. Seriously, every week we
Mhm.
would rent at least 2 movies we'd watch as a family, and I was always allowed to rent 1 game, and I rented both of those games, and they
Oh,
were
yeah.
fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like that was like
There's like no real purpose of the game other than to just fuck shit up.
it's madness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like just fuck shit up, disguise yourself as humans. Like there
Mhm.
were some missions. I remember beating the story. But
I think I did too, but I don't remember it at all.
and there's a remake for the game.
I know.
I haven't played it, but Again, it's another one of those games, kind of like not that they're similar at all, but like Tony Hawk. It's like had a great time playing it, but it's not like something I really want to revisit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun playing those. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, honestly. Like, I've already wanted to go back and play a bunch of PS2 games, but now that feeling is like peak. I want to play so many of these
Got a hard
games.
on for the PlayStation 2.
Dude, seriously, just such a great, phenomenal
Yeah.
system. But
All
that
right.
that does it for all the games I have. It seems like that's all the games you have.
Yep.
So we got some
Trivia for
got
you.
some trivia. You want me to start?
Sure.
Or we can just go back and forth.
We can go back and forth.
Sorry if mine aren't like the most elaborate. Because when you think about how many games are on the PS2 and all the games that like we've played,
Mm-hmm.
like I can already tell you one of these questions isn't probably fair to ask you, but it's hard to come up with questions that are like, I'm trying to be fair.
Yes.
That we're trying to be fair. Because there's such a big catalog,
I feel the same way with my questions, so
And
don't worry.
we each chose only 5.
Yeah.
So like it's tough. But I did ask you, sorry, my bad throw. I can't throw. Can't aim. But I remember I did ask you this one. And I told you not to look it up. I hope you didn't look this up.
I don't remember what the question is.
All right, so a game I forgot to mention. And it was on my list too. I just completely missed it. Soul Calibur 2. Really good fighting game.
Oh, okay. And I remember the
probably
question
my
now.
favorite fighter. I'm just going to say my favorite fighter on the PS2. Soul Calibur 2 and 3.
Fair.
But my question is to name all the exclusive characters of Soul Calibur 2 for each console.
Okay.
Because this was one of those rare games that was released on all 3. The GameCube, the PS2, and the Xbox. And they each had their own
I feel
exclusive
like Ashley
character.
would probably get this right.
Ashley? Really?
Yeah. I think we've talked about this before or something.
Really? She
Something
played
in
Soul
my...
Calibur?
She played video games as a kid. Yeah, she beat Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like... I don't know.
I'm going to say Zelda for the N64.
GameCube.
GameCube, sorry. Was that correct? Or you just want me to list all of them?
Yeah, just list all of them.
Okay, I'm going to
And
say
then give me a final
Zelda.
answer.
For the PlayStation, I'm going to say Solid Snake. And then for the Xbox, oh man, I know we kind of touched this a little bit. And
The Xbox
I would
is the most
say,
random one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say Master Chief, but I know that's not the answer.
Yeah, I already told you, that one wasn't right.
So,
Which
damn.
would make sense, but...
Who the fuck is exclusive?
And I think, I say this is the most random, but this character, I want to say, did have a game on the Xbox.
And it was exclusive to the Xbox?
I don't remember ever seeing, like, the case art for the PS2. I definitely don't think it was on the GameCube.
Okay. Oh, okay. This makes me think it's more mature.
It definitely is. I was thinking about that earlier, just real quick. Like, Xbox had such mature games. Like, they were so dark and, like, gritty and mature.
Yeah.
But
shit.
that was awesome, like...
A couple of these games
I
we
love that.
named that we went through, like Grand Theft Auto, you can fucking Grand Theft Auto. God of War, you can fucking God of War.
Yeah.
Not in the new one, but unfortunately.
Name a GameCube game you can fuck in. Maybe there's one. I don't know. All right. So we got Zelda for the GameCube.
Solid Snake, PlayStation. And honestly, I cannot even think of one.
Just give me something. Just throw something at me.
I don't know any Xbox. I was never an Xbox guy. Like, there's two. Oh, Spawn. Was it Spawn?
Honestly, I'm super fucking impressed. It was Spawn.
Fuck yeah, dude. Because that's one of the only games I wanted to play for the Xbox.
Wow. I'm like genuinely impressed.
Oh my
I thought
God.
that was the hardest one.
Oh my God. Did I get them all right?
No.
Fuck!
You got Spawn right.
No,
Spawn right.
dude.
So Spawn was the exclusive character for the Xbox version.
Damn.
You're close. GameCube was Link
What did I say?
You said Zelda.
That's what I meant. Fuck
no,
me, dude.
no, absolutely.
Why the fuck would it be Zelda?
I was wondering the same, but you said it. Get your brain.
I just meant from Zelda. God
Nope.
damn it, dude.
Nope.
Okay,
No,
okay. You might not count that, but I'm counting.
What
that.
it is he thought Zelda was Link. He thought Zelda was the character in green with the sword.
All right.
He thought that was Zelda.
Who the fuck is the PlayStation one?
All right. Honestly, maybe the PS2 one was the hardest. All right, so I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Heihachi Mishima. Heihachi Mishima. He's the dude from Tekken, the old guy from Tekken.
Oh,
with the hair, always has like lightning and shit.
It's never a Tekken guy.
Heihachi.
I was never really big into
Heihachi
fighters. Like I played a few of the Mortal Kombats.
Yeah.
But I was never like huge into fighters. And Soul Caliburs. played Soul Calibur.
I
4
love-
mainly,
yeah.
I think, was like the big one for me.
Yeah, Soul Calibur 4 was sick.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. We can go back and forth.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, you got a third of a point, man.
That's true.
Well, in your eyes, you got 0.66, but no, you got a third.
Yeah. All right. What is the highest selling PlayStation 2 video game of all time? And I have...
Oh my gosh. All right.
So, A,
Oh.
God of War 2.
Oh, okay.
B, Rock Band.
Oh.
C, Kingdom Hearts 2. Or D, GTA San Andreas.
It's between two for me. I'm not even going to overthink it. San Andreas.
Yeah. Okay. Good job.
Once you threw Rock Band in there, because I was thinking like Grand Theft Auto, and once you threw Rock Band, I was like, ooh.
You know,
that was like a family game. The whole family could play that.
Yes, but in order to get it, it was pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's basically like you're buying a whole system again, you know?
That is true. What was cool, though, because my parents really loved Rock Band.
Yeah.
And they were always wanting to play, to the point to where I actually started hating that game. But we like played so much that the drum pads wore out and they wouldn't register. Dude, we had
that was a big
sent
issue.
that to them, and they sent us like 3 entire new drum pads.
What?
Yeah. Nowadays, those drum pads are probably worth so much because
Yeah.
they were brand new. But like, yeah, they just sent them to us because, again, remember, like, for the longest time when like they were still making Guitar Heroes and Rock Bands, you would see the guitars and everything. They were practically giving that shit away.
Mm-hmm.
It was like they were selling it for $.
Yeah.
We were at Second and Charles literally not even a week ago. Just one of the guitars is like $70.
I know.
I'm like, it's
stupid.
crazy. That's
stupid.
absolutely crazy. But hell yeah, San Andreas. That's the highest
selling video game on the PlayStation 2 of all time.
on the PlayStation 2 of all time. Wow.
I wish I had the
I wonder
analytics.
what's. Yeah, I'm curious of like maybe the top 5. All right. So I'm glad we didn't go into it too much because you were naming a bunch. And I'm glad I went with this number. But name 7 characters from Final Fantasy X.
Okay.
So it's pretty much I'm going off of like the main 7.
Yeah.
So if you can name me the main 7, you got it. Or any 7, really. No summons.
Obviously.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
All right. Got Yuna,
That's
Tidus.
Lady Yuna to you.
Titus. I'm never going to say Titus. Yuna, Titus, Auron,
That's Sir Auron to you.
Riku,
Okay.
Waka, fucking Lulu, what was it? Kimari. I mean, that's,
Oh, that's
7
7 right
there,
there.
but
Hold on.
I'm trying to think. Who am I missing? I said Waka. Oh, what's the dude that flies the ship?
Oh, you know his name. He's the one that... Isn't he the one that shows up in all the games? Or has the same name?
Yeah. I'm blanking on it. Start with an S or something? Stan?
You would tell you?
Yeah.
If it's who I think it is. It starts with a C, but it...
Oh. Hold on. But it's like an S. Right.
It sounds like an S.
Yes.
Whatever the...
Shit, what is it?
English grammatical term for that is.
All right, what is it?
All right, if it's who I think it is, again, this is the guy who has like I don't. It's obviously not the same character throughout all the Final Fantasy games, but
Yes.
a character is named this.
Yeah.
Sid.
Sid, that's it.
Sid.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm
hell
picturing him from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay.
Which I always think is like...
And then I guess the other main character you have, at least as far as I made it in the game, is the antagonist, Jet.
Oh, okay.
It was like Titus's father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where it gets really like
Yeah.
confusing because like
Yeah.
he's a character, but also he's become something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just not even gonna say anything else. I need to play the game.
Yeah, I need to replay that shit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Who was the new main character in Final Fantasy X2 that was not in Final Fantasy X?
Oh, I definitely don't know this. I can picture her though.
Describe her.
I just remember her attire being like dark. You know,
Mhm.
you have Riku and Yuna. You know, they're just kind of more colorful.
I
and
remember
stuff, and her
when-
shit was dark.
Yeah, I remember when 10-2 was like being announced or like when previews were coming out. I was like, is that Lulu? I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, I remember thinking the same thing. So this character, are you sure, was not in 10 at all?
Yes.
Not in 10.
100%. Yeah.
Kira.
Nope,
Sarah.
that's Kyrie. No, I'm kidding. No, you're not even close. What do you associate with like emo and black and dread?
Depression.
What's another term for depression? That could be a name. I'm giving you a lot of hints here.
Yeah. Let me just so we can keep on going, let me just kind of think about it.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay. You can kind of process it.
Okay, yeah, let me process that. All right. I was getting a little desperate here. Name the 3 tiers of difficulty in the world's martial arts tournament from Budokai 2.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
I haven't played this game in literally fucking 20 years.
Name
bro.
them, bitch.
Oh my god. The 3 tiers of difficulty? Human. Saiyan.
God.
Yeah. Oh god. I literally not a single fucking idea.
Oh. Well, it's nothing like crazy. It's not easy, medium, hard, but like it's like different terms for each of those. Sorry, I know this is kind of a lame question, but
Yeah. Try better.
I'm sorry.
Try harder. What's the opposite? Or no, opposite. What's like a synonym for medium? Mediocre. No, that's not it. I literally have no idea.
All right.
Small. I don't know.
Medium, large. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Novice.
Oh, intermediate. Is that the second one?
That would make sense.
And then
but no.
advanced or something?
Advanced.
Oh.
But adept.
Oh,
Novice,
adept.
adept,
Damn.
advanced.
Damn, you should have been like Skyrim. Because that's like the way they do theirs.
The difficulty, like,
Yeah.
slider. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to move on to this next question. All right. Oh. How?
Angst? No.
No.
Angst.
How many video games were made for the PlayStation 2?
Sorrow.
No, but you're on the right path.
Okay.
How many video games were made for the PlayStation 2 worldwide?
What? I guess give me the
All right. A, 2,000. B, 3,000. C, 4,000. Or D, 5,000.
Damn. 2000. What was B?
3,000.
Are we rounding like up, down?
What do you
Like,
mean?
it's not one of those. It's not.
No,
one of
it's not
those
exact. It's. I'll tell you, but it's close to either of these.
Okay, I know the library was huge,
Massive library.
massive. All right, I'm gonna say 3,000.
It was actually 4,200. 4,218, I think, or some shit.
Do you know how many we got in America?
I want to say it was around 2,800.
I think that's where my mind was.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't remember if that was just like America, because I remember seeing that figure, 28 something.
Mm-hmm.
That many games, but I couldn't remember if that was like just America or like worldwide games.
Still kind of crazy that there was over like 1,000 more games that we've never even got.
That is crazy. Can you imagine, like, because someone out there has every single game. Can you imagine that collection? I'm
No.
guessing someone has to every, or at least every American game released in America, PS2 game. Damn.
That's a massive ass
Oh my
collection.
gosh. The price of all, oh my god.
No, I can't even imagine that. Hundreds of thousands.
Pain.
Yep, you got it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I swear. Pain with an E.
It's
P-A-
Pain?
Yes, it's Pain.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Yuna,
my
Pain,
gosh.
and Riku. Yeah, that's it. That's the trio.
Oh. Wow. I can't believe I got there.
You got it.
You know?
And for that, you got to give me Link.
No. Okay. I'll give you a link. I mean, you still didn't
I know.
really get it all. It was a 3-part question.
There's no way I would have got the one from fucking Tekken.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it now.
Dude, that would have been hilarious if you're like, Hayashi Mishima? Hayashi Mishima.
Would you be able to get that?
At that point, well, the thing is, I knew who it was. I just didn't know his name.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it was the
So if
older
I said
guy
the
from...
old dude from Tekken, you would have given me
I would
that?
have gave it to you.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was the old dude from Tekken.
You're a little late, bud. Okay, bud? You're a little late. So here's kind of the unfair one.
Oh.
How many Jack and Daxter games were released for the PS2?
Oh, for the PS2?
Still very guessable.
Oh, it was 3.
Jack. I'm going to say games in like the Jack and Daxter universe. So like Jack games. Jack.
Oh, just Jack.
No, sorry. Like Jack and Daxter games. So just like that universe. Like
And
how many
just on
games?
PS2?
Just PS2. In America, no, like, just...
Was Jack 2 the sequel to Jack and Daxter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what I meant. Like, some games have Jack and Daxter. Some games are just Jack, followed by something. So that's why I'm saying, like, that universe. How many Jack and Daxter games were released on the PS2?
Okay, I'm going to say 4.
It was a good guess. It's 5.
Holy shit, really?
It's 5,
Damn,
yeah.
that's
You
a
had
lot.
Jack and Daxter. Was it the Precursor Legacy? You had Jack 2, Jack 3, Jack X, Combat Racing. There was a racer. And then one that not a lot of people know about, Jack and Daxter, The Lost Frontier. That was the last one to come out. That was released in 2009, but that was released on the PS2 and the PSP. And the PSP game had an exclusive. It had Daxter.
Oh, that's cool.
But that's why I just mentioned just the PS2.
How many games came out on the PS3
Which one? What do you mean?
for Jack and Daxter? Or did any?
No original. Just the remasters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no original though.
Damn, so we haven't had one.
Like
that
they
long.
showed up in like that Battle Royale game. They showed
Right.
up. But
Yeah, yeah.
no, like, we haven't had an actual Jack and Daxter game since I think it was the Lost Frontier, which was 2009.
Aren't we supposed to be getting one?
I feel like there's been rumors.
Or
in the
was that
past.
Ratchet and Clank?
No, we're still getting Ratchet and Clank games.
Oh,
Yeah,
what the
that's
hell?
kind of
That's so strange.
But
I feel
Naughty
like those are
Dog
like-
has just been, working on Uncharted, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't think it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen. I think we will eventually get a either new Jack and Daxter or a remake.
I think so.
I
I
think
don't
we
feel
are.
like it's like a difficult game to make.
And a lot of people want it and love that game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would sell really well.
Huh. That's very interesting. Did not know there was 5 games.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Okay. So, I got a juicy one for you.
Oh, I'm ready.
Why does Kratos from God of War have his red marking? Multiple choice.
Oh,
A,
thank you.
he was born with it.
Okay.
B, Ares gave it to him. C, it developed when the ashes of his dead family covered his body. Or D, to honor his dead brother. And they are up here if you'd like to look.
I'm thinking through these. So, developed when the ashes of his dead family covered his body. I'm just wondering how that would add up. D.
You got it.
Can you go more into it? It's
Yeah.
cool because there's mention of his brother in the new game.
There is.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
That is really cool.
Because he was only in Ghost of Sparta.
Yeah, he's in one of the PSP games.
Or
yeah.
Chains of Olympus, one or the other. But yeah, Deimos, his brother, which was also, half a demigod, half god.
Mm-hmm.
He actually had a birthmark of that red symbol.
The entire, same red?
I think close enough. I mean, basically the same.
Mm.
But he tattooed that onto himself to honor his dead brother.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because Thanatos, the god of death, they fought him together, and Thanatos killed his brother Deimos.
So, in one of those games, you played with Kratos without the markings?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think so. I can't remember exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And white
Yeah.
dude, peach skin,
Damn.
pig skin. Yeah,
Or just
very
pig
interesting.
skins.
Yeah, I was trying to remember that because I wonder if he has the blades still, because he doesn't get those until Athena gives him the Blades of Chaos, right?
I think so.
I just can't remember. I haven't played the PSP games in fucking a long time.
That is really interesting,
Yeah,
though.
good
That's
guess.
a fun question.
Yeah, good guess. That was an original. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Kudos. That was good. All right. So this may just be super easy for you. I'm thinking it's going to be a little tough.
Okay.
But it'll probably be easy for you. Name one Mortal Kombat game on the PS2.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Mortal Kombat, Armageddon.
Okay. Yeah.
But there was a bunch.
There was.
Oh.
Can you name any more? Bonus points? Extra credit.
Oh, man. Because I played... maybe that was PS3. But there was one that was like an RPG, almost. Maybe not RPG.
That was for the PS2.
It was PS2?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Armageddon.
So Armageddon, it has a second mode, but it's not the RPG mode. It has like a story mode, but you're just like battling. It's almost like it has like hack and slash elements.
Okay,
to it.
that's I think that's the one I'm talking about then,
Oh.
because I definitely played Armageddon.
But there is one that actually does have like an RPG mode. It's Deception.
Deception, that's the one.
Yes,
That's the one.
Deception is my favorite.
Yeah.
that was
Was
really
that
cool.
PS2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like the only two I played on the PS2 though. I believe.
Deception had a lot of extra stuff. Like they had like a fucking, like almost like a Tetris mode, like a puzzle fighter mode. They had like a little kart racer mode. They had a chess mode, the RPG mode. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Deception was really cool. But I may be missing some, but I want to say all the Mortal Kombat games are Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, Shaolin Monks.
Oh, I may have played that one. Fuck, I can't remember.
I can't remember if there is more than that. Those are the only ones I remember.
Maybe
But
just.
yeah, no, you got it. Hell yeah.
I like how it was just named one.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, I was like, I feel like one may be hard enough.
I mean, they are kind of tricky names in a way.
Yeah. And then you're like, was that the PS2?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah, there are a lot.
It's like Mortal Kombat 2. Oh, that's PS4 or some shit. I don't even know.
Well, the Mortal Kombat, there was one that came up for the PS3 360 that was called Mortal Kombat. but like
Yeah.
I think it's known as Mortal Kombat 9. Like that was like the 9th.
Yeah, because Mortal Kombat 10
installment.
is like the one that's still like having tournaments and shit right now.
Yeah, like the that came
Well,
out
like
on
Terminator
last gens and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, last gen consoles and whatnot. But yeah.
Yeah,
That was a
good.
really good one though. Mortal Kombat 9 was really fun. I remember when Blockbuster was still a thing, me and Colton actually, we had rented that and like we played it a shit ton. Yeah, that was fun.
That's dope.
You got one more for me, right?
I sure do. Was that your last one?
That was 5, yeah.
Okay. All right. How many colossi were there in the Shadow of the Colossus? A, 12, B, 14, C, 16, D, 20. D20.
D20. 12. No, it wasn't 12. How many was it?
16.
Wow.
16 colossi.
Damn. Honestly, when you first asked me that, I was pretty sure it was like 8. I thought it was like 8.
Honestly, that's fair.
I was like, yeah, there's 8 of them. And then as I looked, because I can see like the second number, and I was like, 8 ain't up there. I don't know. I didn't know. I thought it was like 2, 4, 6, or 0. So I was like, you can see what I.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it's got to be 6.
That's funny. I didn't realize it was so cut off.
But yeah, no, I thought there was like 8, like 10 max. So then 12 was the lowest. So I was like, all right, it's got to be 12. But damn, 16. Shit.
Yeah. That means literally you have to find a boss, you defeat the boss. That's the whole game.
Mm-hmm. Damn. That's still impressive. I didn't know there was that many.
Yep. Sure enough.
Well, that's all we got for you.
That is episode 15 of the Hardcore Podcast.
That was fun. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Oh, yeah? You know what we should have done?
What?
We should have made another collage video of just different scenes from really good PS2 games and put it in for this little outro. That would have been cool.
That would have been
Hindsight. Cool. Damn hindsight. Damn it.
Oh no.
Damn you. That was fun though.